for the playing of our national anthem. Today, ladies and gentlemen, we're honored to have this Richard Avalos passed away last year. Mr. Avalos was the first Mexican-American attorney in Odessa, touching many lives over his 49 years of service. Many of his friends wanted to honor Richard and began to fund the Richard C. Avalos Scholarship to benefit students attending UTPB. Please help us in thanking Delma and her late husband for their commitment to our community. Get your Falcons up! The captains for the Oaklanders are 0 and number 99, Kenneth Gooden. The captains for your Falcons, number 0, Michael May. Number 7, DeAndre Robinson. Number 11, Clayton Roberts. And number 79, Ryan Wilson.
Delma, please fill up with. It's a tail. Lincoln College, you've won. Lincoln University will defer. UTPB will receive.
Well, it's a beautiful fall day at Ratliff Stadium. Glad to have you with us today on this Trans-Global production of the Falcons football of UTPB. Last home game was September 11th against West Texas A&M, so it's been about a month, Kyle, since we've had some home cooking. Kyle Hubbard, what are you expecting today?
Well, I think this is a game that, you don't know the opponent. You haven't seen them before. You're going to have to adjust on the fly as the game goes and make your adjustments. A team like this, you're not really sure. You might come up with different formations, different plays, blitzes from who knows where. You've got to be on your toes. Don't underestimate this team. Don't listen to the hype of what they've done in the past coming in. Take care of your responsibility as a Falcon and win the football game here at home. Watch out.
Oswaldo Ochoa kicked it off, and we're going to take it back to the house, I do believe.
Yes.
First time ever to return a kickoff for a TD for the University of Texas Permian Basin Falcons. And doing the honors is Javon Davis, our running back, number 22.
Well, so they just did a good job of blocking there at the about the 30-yard line. That's where he ran into the first wave of defenders, and the kickoff team did a good job of opening a hole. And once Davis got there, he just turned on the jets toward the far sideline, and nobody had a chance to get him. Falcons are on the board, as you said, to start the ball game.
I've got to correct that. Kobe Robinson had a return for a TD against Lincoln University of Missouri last year. Now this time it's Lincoln University of California. That means Carson Roberts will be on to try the extra point, and the extra point is, as expected, is good. And just like that, the kickoff goes one way, and the ball goes back the other, and the Falcons lead 7-0. So Javon Davis certainly gets this crowd on his feet. What do you think?
Great way to start the ball game. Special teams, a big part of the ball game for a football team, and the special teams certainly did their job there. Taking that kick, that had to be about 99 yards. Didn't you catch that?
Right at 100, I think.
Right at 100, yeah, and got the Falcons on the board with some momentum to start the ball game, and now they've got to go down and cover, and don't let Lincoln do the same thing to them coming back the other way, Barry.
Yep, always going to have some mo on your side, so they are going to kick off. This team's had quite an adventure in travel and getting here, and maybe just a little bit jet lagged because of it, and that might have played into that kickoff return. So now Roberts will tee it up with a little help from the official and look to kick it away, and we'll start on defense, although we start with a 7-0 lead. That's a good way to start the ball game.
That's exciting, boy. It's a way to pump up the crowd early, too, and get them involved in the game. And
this one's going to come down at the 1-yard line, going to be out to the 20. 20 up, oh boy, does he get upended.
Got a flag on the play.
There's a flag on the play. The tackle, the upender, was Xavier Phoenix. That sent him head over tailbone.
Took his legs right out from him, didn't he? Looked like one of those gymnastics front somersaults. Here's our referee, Zach Erdman.
Personal foul. Clipping. Receiving team number 85. Penalty is half the distance to the goal from the spot of the foul. First down.
That's Zach Erdman, our referee for tonight's ball game. The umpire, Rafael Federico Jr., line judge Jerry Perez, the field judge Joey Cadillo, head linesman Matt Lice, side judge Fernie De La Rosa, back judge Robbie Waters, and center judge Bryce Rude, our officials.
Quarterback Cameron Burston comes from good stock. Got a good arm on him. He's a transfer from Tarleton State. Instead, they're going to hand off and look inside and not get much.
42 on the tackle, Christian Martinez from his linebacker position from El Paso Americas High School. See the replay. He's going to come right around right there and make the play coming from his inside linebacker position.
David Walker was who carried the ball, number 34. So it'll be second down from the 9-yard line, 2nd and 11. Burston looking to change the play and probably going to throw it out. Look out here. He's got his receiver. Receiver's on the move, but he's going to get brought down around the 25-yard line. That catch by Frank Hall from Sacramento, California, listed as a wideout, 5'9", 160.
That was a wide receiver screen coming from the near side back into the middle of the field. Lincoln did a good job of blocking that and getting up the field for an Oaklander first down. I'm going to have to get used to that. Oaklander,
yeah. I guess that'd be like us being called the Texans or the Odessans or something.
Odessans, yeah. West Texans, maybe.
Yep. Burston will take the ball, going to hand it off to his back, and gets his legs cut out. They've been a very run-heavy team their first few games. The carry was by Trey Hoskins. Yeah, they've been very run-heavy, but they've only won one of the 4. And the ones they've lost have been in rather ugly fashion. I think we were talking to our SID, and he said he saw film on him with, who was it?
Quarterback, wasn't it?
Yeah, what team? I was thinking who they played.
Oh, Eastern New Mexico.
Yeah.
Oh. Yeah, I think that ball was way overthrown there. Good coverage by number 18 for the Falcons, Octavius Spencer. He was in on the tackle that last play before. And number 11, Isaiah Rios.
Is it Rios quarterback?
Yep, looks like it.
Yep, so it's Isaiah Rios and not Cameron Burston.
Isaiah's from Sacramento, California.
Third down play and 11 needed.
Look at that tackle. That's a great hit right there by number 7, DeAndre Robinson for the Falcons. He is right on the spot to make that tackle.
Andre Lee.
The ruling on the field is an incomplete pass. Fourth down.
Riley Lee was the intended target, so it's going to be a punt. And Ochoa's going to have to come out and put his toe into it. And Kobe Robinson, I believe, is who will be back to. No, it's not going to be Kobe.
Number 82 for the Falcons back there. That's Gunnar Absick.
So Absick is back to return the punt.
Timeout. Lincoln University. They're first of the half.
Well, you heard him. First of the half, the Falcons lead 7-0 on a kickoff return of 100 yards by Javon Davis. That was the opening kickoff, and then on defense just now they did a 5-and-out. And we'll be back with the continuation of the game in just a moment. So the Falcons should come away with some really good field position here.
Boy, they brought the house trying to get to it.
Yep. Absick did make the catch, and there he goes.
Yep.
To the 50. Absick still on his feet, runs into a scrum at the 40 and is taken down at the 38. Well, that's a good return.
It's a great return, and Falcons are going to have a short field to work with here.
24-yard punt. A 24-yard return.
Ball's at the 38-yard line of the Oaklanders, and I think we're going to see this offense that has done very good things early in the year, Barry. Clayton Roberts should be at the quarterback position. He is.
Yeah, they've really been leaning heavily on that run game, and Javon Davis had a 100-yard effort last week, and then, of course, you've got Nathan Tilford back there as well. I think that's
number 20 right there on the carry.
Yeah, they handed off to 20, and that's a guy different than what we thought. So this time they handed off to Kevin Young Jr., who had a couple of carries last week. Guess they're going to try to get a lot of the young guys some work. It's going to be no gain. It's going to be 2nd and 10 for our Falcons. Right up the middle, and a Rudley running back.
Number 99, their inside defender there, Emmett Golden, the defensive end from Brownsville, Tennessee, it says on our page, 6'4", 248. Really did a good job of penetrating and getting in the backfield to make that tackle.
So Roberts or Clayton looking to throw the ball and dumps it into the ground, and after great field position, Roberts not able to make it work, and they're going to have Carson Roberts come on and put the ball away. Well, that was a kind of a dismal 4-and-out, 3-and-out.
Yeah, they Lincoln defense really did a good job of stymieing the offense for the Falcons for almost no gain on 3 plays there. And Roberts probably tried to angle this thing out of bounds inside the 10, see if they can pin them deep.
That's what I'd be thinking, yeah. He's from
Permian High School, Odessa, Texas. Got a flag on the play.
Ball was called at the 12.
Yep. See what the flag is here. Gave you our officials. They're going to meet a couple of them here in the center of the field and see what the call is. Illegal procedure on the defense.
Well, that would make it 4th and 5.
Line up over the center, maybe.
Illegal formation. Receiving team number 48 lined up over the snapper. 5-yard penalty from the dead ball spot. First down, Lincoln University.
All right, so I guess you don't get a choice.
Nope.
I was going to say I might elect to keep the ball and try to get 4th and 5.
And pin them deep, play field position here, Barry. That wind is really howling out of the south, right to left on your television, or if you're listening to us live streaming on your screen.
South of 14, 97 degrees, 17% humidity. You think these guys are used to the heat?
I think probably not.
And the jet lag and the heat and all that stuff, the travel, I mean, that takes a toll on you.
Yeah, we heard they had a little bit of trouble trying to get from the airport from Dallas to here.
Dan Rio still the quarterback, hands it off inside. And runs it as, like I said, they're prone to do. This is Damon Drew from Villanova University.
42, our linebacker there, Hayden Kelly making the play. Linebacker from Magnolia, Texas.
Trying to figure out where the ball's at. Well, they hadn't set it down yet. That's why I couldn't figure it out. Got to the 12, so a 5-yard gain. And it's going to be second down for the Oaklanders against your Falcons. We have the 7-0 lead. Rios is going to run it and has nowhere to go because of the gyrations of the defensive back. Making the tackle there, number 18.
It's Octavius Spencer.
Yep.
In man on the line of scrimmage had come up to try to force the run outside, and he had quarterback responsibility on the zone read there. Made a nice play. Ball's back at the 10-yard line.
Yep, he's listed as a cornerback. So it's going to be third. Hard to see that marker over there in the daylight like it is. It's lit up, but I can't tell what it says.
Third down.
Yep.
Got a timeout.
Timeout. Lincoln University, their second.
That's their second of the half.
This is also immediate timeout.
Falcons lead 7-0. We'll be back to Ratliff Stadium in just a moment.
Welcome back, football fans. We'll see you in the fridge.
Prior to this season, Lincoln did not field an athletics department. They are an upstart program. They've won one of their 4 inaugural season games. That was a catch, I believe, for first down. Get it out to Faison.
During play, he must leave.
Say what?
One of their players had a helmet come off, and he has to leave for a play.
It was Faison Knight that made the catch at the 24-yard line, so a gain of 14.
Little quick slant, play action pass in the backfield to hold the linebackers in. They have to respect the run, and they slipped the little slant pass right in behind them. Good execution for Liberty, and a first down at the 19-yard line.
Yep, Liberty Lincoln. They're got the first down and on the move. Going to hand it off to the wide receiver. Whoop, there's a flag on the play.
Be illegal motion, I believe, Barry, or false start.
Yeah, wide receiver screen.
Offense, number 85. 5-yard penalty, first down.
Terrence Robertson, they handed it to for naught, so they're going to mark off 5 back to the 19. Everything's kind of a little ragged here at the beginning. We'll kind of find our footing.
Yep, as will the teams.
Look at that right guard's name. How would you pronounce that? His number 71.
Well, let me see what that says. Fatumalali Taula.
Oh, there's more than one Lee in there.
Tamalili.
Yes, Fatumaleleele.
Fatumalele Taula.
Yeah, Taula from Gracie, California. Thank goodness we only have to touch on the lineman once. So after the 5-yard mark off, 1st and 15, Rios. Oh, it comes up pressure. Yeah. They're going to get a safety.
Oh, he fumbled, Barry. He fumbled in the end zone, and I think UTPB is going to get on it for a touchdown.
Yeah, and Rios had moving. Yep, it is a safety.
Oh, it's a safety. My goodness.
Yeah, and Rios is struggling to get up. So
on the field is a safety.
Boy, he did not see that hit coming from his blind side. Look at a corner or slot receiver or slot defender blitz. He did not see it and just got nailed right in the back.
It was like you said, he looked up and what he saw was an orange jersey.
Yeah.
So you can tell we're wearing our orange jerseys today. Look very good, and it's good to easy to tell the numbers. That's the good thing. This program got a win over Division III Willamette in Salem, Oregon. For the first 3 weeks, they've used a heavy ground attack on offense, averaging 145 yards on the ground, held opponents to 92.7 yards a game. Of course, a lot of what they told us about was with Burston as the quarterback, but it's been Rios that's been quarterbacking here in the early going. With his getting shook up, we don't know what's going to happen. We'll find that out in a second. So the free kick is what the Oaklanders are going to have to do now. It was 97 degrees as we kicked off. Mentioned that a minute ago. It may cool down to about 82, so a 15-degree difference between now and the end of the game. South 14, 17% humidity, and I bet they feel every bit of that heat on that field.
Especially with new turf down here at the stadium.
Yeah, new turf, new lights.
New lights on the east side, the visitor side.
You know, when you say let there be light, they're going to let you see some light.
Boy, it was really bright when we were here. I was here Thursday night for the local high school junior varsity games, and boy, you could really tell the difference between the two sides light-wise.
Oswaldo Ochoa has chosen to place kick it rather than punt it. And the Falcons gathered up at the 35-yard line. There goes Davis. This time they get him after he crosses the 50, and now the Falcons will start in really good field position at the 47-yard line. The last time they did this, they just kind of bumfuzzled around.
3 and out.
And didn't do anything with it. Kind of handed it back, so we'll see what happens. 8:33 to play in the quarter.
Tell you, this Lincoln defense, the front's got some size to it.
Well, they've allowed less than 100 yards a game rushing.
248, 265, and 235, smallest along that front.
Javon Davis now the running back. In the slot there, the H-back is going to be our tight end. And poor Javon has nothing. He lose a couple to the 49. Well, if our guys came in thinking, now we're going to run all over them, I think they've kind of got their hat handed to them here.
They figured out that this defensive front's got a little stout back to it. Oh, we kind of squirted through there, the running back.
Yeah, before he's finally brought down by number 91. That's Calvin Sinclair the fourth. So it's going to bring up a 3rd and 7. Haven't completed a pass yet in the one drive they've had.
Oh, nice catch.
That's a nice catch. And he's on the move.
Yep.
To the 10, to the 5, and he's going to be into the end zone. That's going to be
number 5 for the Falcons on their reception there. LaDadrian Glasker.
Well,
is that a 5?
It is a 5, but it's the other 5. It's MJ Link.
Oh.
So Link, who's one of the most dependable receivers, second leading receiver on the team, only to Kobe Robinson, grabs this one, and his run after catch,
that's a 5.
If you might remember, is pretty awesome. He's been able to turn small gains into touchdowns of a long distance. The extra point by Roberts is good. And we have a new score with 7:33 to play in the first quarter. The Falcons are back on the board at 16-0.
Good out route run by Link. Good ball by Roberts. And Falcons are in. They're ready to kick off here in just a little bit.
Well, that was a 3-play drive, culminated in a 44-yard pass from our quarterback Roberts to MJ Link. And just like that, the Falcons find themselves with a 16-0 lead.
Great execution there by the Falcon offense, as we said, and kind of got Liberty back on their heels now. Let's see what they do with this kickoff return.
Let's see if Lincoln can return this kick or if we can cover it to our satisfaction.
This is Hayden DeCasas kicking off for the Falcons.
Okay. Yeah, they've sometimes been using him to kick off and then Roberts to do all the other stuff.
Oh, they tried an onside kick, and I think they got it. Kicker got it. DeCasas got on top of it. My goodness, pulling the tricks out of the back pocket here, the Falcons are. Boy, DeCasas is fired up after getting on that ball after it went 10 yards. And Falcons will have the ball again, 1st and 10.
The result of the play is a kick legally going 10 yards, recovered by the kicking team. First down, UTPB.
Wow. What a call. Here it is on our replay right here. Boy, it did. They were already backing up, thinking they were going to kick it off deep, and DeCasas was the first one on it after it got past 10 yards.
Oh, sneaky sucker.
Yeah.
And so now the Falcons back on offense from their 47-yard line. Already leading 16-0. Quarterback's going to get swallowed up. Thought for a moment he was stepping up to throw the ball, but there was nobody open. Good defense. Now this team has come away with quite a few interceptions. In fact, they are pretty good at turning the ball over. They've turned it over 5 times and had 5 interceptions of the 7 that they've taken away. That's pretty good numbers.
Really is. Opportunistic defense. Here's a deep ball. My goodness. Did he catch that? Yes, he did. Woo! Wow. That's number 10 for our Falcons, Jordan Smart, going up. Here's the replay. Just Running a little skinny post down here from the near sideline into the middle of the field. And he just went over the defender and got it. Hit his head pretty hard there, looked like. I bet he might be going to take a little breather and do some protocol activities to make sure he's okay. But, boy, look where the Falcons are now, Barry.
Where are they?
15-yard line, 1st and 10.
1st and 10.
Going to wait and make sure they get the injured player there smart off toward the sideline.
The Falcons already have the 16-0 lead, come away with a onside kick. Onside kick results in this catch by Jordan Smart down to the 15-yard line. Going to be 1st and 10 at that point. Miscommunication in the backfield. Javon Davis comes up with it. Well, that was interesting because not Adrian Walker, but Balin Ware kind of got himself in a bind there and ran into the quarterback and the running back at the same time.
Timing was just off, wasn't it?
So 2nd down.
Yeah, that was a great, Clay's right, that was a great play by the defender down here, number 98? Yeah, it's 98 for them. Playing defense on the back end. I don't have a 98 number or name.
So it's going to be a 3rd down and close to 8 that the Falcons are going to need if they want to continue this drive. If not, then Roberts will come on and try the field goal, which apparently he's going to have to, as that one falls incomplete.
Take points here, Barry?
Yep.
See if they bring Roberts out to kick a field goal here.
Yep.
No, they're going to go for it.
Well, Kerrigan didn't ask me.
Sure didn't.
So the line to gain is going to be the 5-yard line. See, that's about Kobe territory where they throw the ball normally. Incomplete, and the ball is going to have to go over. Well, that was kind of ugly at the end.
Sure was, and I haven't even seen Kobe on the field yet. He wasn't lined up on that play anyway, and so it's going to be a turnover on downs, and Lincoln University will have the ball 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line.
Yep. Everybody seems to be sleepwalking.
Yeah. A little sloppy here to begin the play for both squads. And we're at the 5:41 mark of the 1st quarter. Got to get those cobwebs kind of cleared out and get going here. See what the defense does against Lincoln.
We'll start from their 13-yard line. You see who the quarterback is if Rios has come back out.
Number 11, it was him.
Yep, he's still there.
That was number 7, DeAndre Robinson, from the safety position on the little stop route. Made the tackle, but they did complete it for about 5 yards. 2nd and 5 for the Oaklanders. That's who caught it. Lamar Housley, Clay says, is who caught it. I didn't see the number. It was a blitz from the inside. That was a good catch, good throw.
And then the defense converges to make the tackle at the 35-yard line, but it's going to be enough to move the chains.
Yeah, Rashawn Ramsey on the catch for the Oaklanders. 5'9", 170 receiver from San Bernardino, California. And Lincoln's gotten out from the shadow of their own goal line here, Barry.
Yeah, they have. Rios, the quarterback, still. They haven't told us anything about Burston. We expected to see Burston, the guy from the transfer from Tarleton. He tries to get the ball on the outside to Faison Knight. Falls incomplete.
29 on the coverage for our Falcons. That is Ashton Lavellis. or Ashton Levels, I should say. Good coverage out there, was right on the guy. Second and 10. Let's see what they do here. 3 receivers. Perry, let's see what they call up here on second down. One-on-one coverage out there. Tried to throw the out route to their receiver. I think that's number 80, it looks like. Number 80, Rashawn Ramsey.
Ball's incomplete, so it's going to bring about a 3rd down for the Oaklanders. Line to gain is going to be the 45-yard line.
They brought blitz. I'm talking about UTPB there, Barry. They brought a couple of linebackers trying to get to that quarterback, get him ruffled, and I think that had something to do with the bad pass there.
Yeah, let's see if they're going to, we know they're going to throw the ball, but here comes some pressure.
That's O'Kelly.
Yeah, O'Kelly gets to him just as he throws the ball and falls incomplete, so they're going to have to punt.
Well, they've got a penalty. They're going to call grounding, or are they going to call roughing the passer? Yeah, that was O'Kelly on the rush. Place
Personal foul. Face mask. Offense, number 11. Penalties decline.
Also,
result of the play, 4th down.
So he grabbed O'Kelly's face mask.
Yeah. Get away from me, John. John had a nice rush coming from his defensive end position. Got there in a hurry, and like you said, just put his hand there to get away from John O'Kelly and got a handful of face mask.
Rios 4 of 9 for 46 yards here in the early going. We're down to under 4 minutes to play in the quarter. It's been all Falcons. Kickoff return for a TD, a safety, a pass to Link, which seems to be an every game occurrence. And that's where we stand at 16-0.
We'll punt the ball away.
Joe is going to kick it away, and back there to receive the kick again for the Falcons is number 82.
82, huh?
Media, timeout.
45-yard punt play tells us, and we're going to go to a timeout here.
16-0 Falcons. Be back in a minute.
Decorative towel.
There was a mess. I wiped up a mess.
Yeah, you... Where is the Never mind, I found it!
Welcome back, football fans. We'll see you in the fridge.
We're just looking through the sideline there, Kyle. I don't see Kobe Robinson anywhere.
I haven't seen him either. Haven't seen him suited up at all.
So the Falcons back with the ball on their 20-yard line. Going to throw it on 1st down. Going to run it. Robertson's going to run it.
Ooh. Took a shot coming from behind there, didn't he? Wonder if they're just resting him this week, knowing they have a conference game next week against Angelo and San Angelo.
Yeah, if he has any kind of tweak that they want to make sure he doesn't make it worse.
Right. I mean, that's why we're seeing some of these other people tonight too, Barry, like you were talking about earlier. Some of these younger kids a chance to play and get some game experience and build some depth for your team. 3rd and 3
so
here.
3rd and 3 is what the Falcons are facing now if they want to keep it going. Hopefully they'll get their energy back. We're kind of having trouble getting ours, it seems like.
Going to be offsides on the defense, I believe.
That's a gimme.
Offside with contact. Defense, number 99. 5-yard penalty results in a first down.
It's Emmett Golden, their defensive end. We mentioned him already in the broadcast. Making some plays on their defensive line, coming across before the ball was snapped and actually made contact with one of the linemen on the left side of the Falcon offense.
Yeah, Kobe's down there on the 35-yard line, so he is suited up, but just not on the field, so it's going to be a deep throw.
I'm going to tell you, saying incomplete.
They're going to say incomplete, right.
Well, they had him beat down here on the go route. Here you see our instant replay there. Roberts just put it out there. And that's number 5 for the
Link.
For the Falcons. That's Link. Unable to haul it in. 2nd and 10 from the 32.
Drop it over to Javon Davis, and he gets away from the defense early on, and he's going to be about a yard short of what he might need for a first.
It's a nice screen pass there on 2nd down with the rush coming. You're thinking you're in passing situation, and you just throw the little screen pass, let that rush come on in. Good execution, 2nd and 1. 3rd and 1, as Clay has corrected me. He's right.
Quarterback sneaker.
Yep, good job by Roberts there to find that gap between the guard and the center and get the first down.
And of course, he's a pretty fair runner. There's some games he's had that have had some negative yardage, but by and large, he's been able to run the ball well. We have an injury timeout, and let's keep it here for just a second until we're told otherwise. Well, the scoring started with a kickoff return of 100 yards from Javon Davis. Followed that up with a safety and then a pass of 44 yards from quarterback Clayton Roberts to M.J. Link. Link turned a short pass into a 44-yard score, capping a 47-yard drive. Took all of 1 minute and 3 plays to get all that done. And 16-0 is what we had the score read at that point. Well, your assessment so far, mine is probably that they're playing a little tougher than I expected.
Well, and it's been a little sloppy a little bit from both sides of the ball, looking at it from that aspect. But they've put some plays together, not only in special teams, but on offense as well. Got a defensive safety, as you said, and just kind of feeling their way. It's what I said one of my keys were. You got to feel this game out and this team out because this is somebody you've never seen before.
That's true. So everything you're seeing is going to be on film. Matt Groeschel is being helped off the field, and so in there to replace him is going to be number
is that 77 over there?
Nope, he was already a starter. 79, I think, is. Nope, that's Ryan, so it's not him. Anyway, let's start that. Oh. Well, I thought we were going to start.
Timeout, UTPB. They're first of the half.
Timeout for the Falcons. They have to talk about things for a second. And, of course, one thing that's nice to talk about is we've got a 16-0 lead. And the Falcons with some home cooking. Now, next week will tell the tale a lot toward what happened to the rest of this Lone Star Division Conference, and that's because of
they have to go to Angelo and play the Rams next week down at LaGrange Stadium down in San Angelo.
Yep, and so the result of that will go a long way toward maybe conference championship and an automatic berth into the playoffs. So that is a big ball game. You want to get anybody hurt on this one. But Grossel's gone out, so now the handoff's going to be to Javon Davis, who had 100 yards last week. He's going to get about 5.
Number 67 is one of the linemen for the Falcons now. Pesi Sabaea, a junior from Kapolei, Hawaii.
Long way from home.
Yep.
Think there's much difference between Hawaii and here?
Well, probably a little more humidity maybe out there.
Yep. Javon Davis on the run. Let's watch the replay. Debbie has queued up for us. And you can see he's off to the races. Once he breaks that initial wave of defenders, man, it's just hard for him to get caught up to.
Did a good job of sealing it off outside and giving him a place to run outside the tackle down here. Good job by that offensive line.
27 yards on the run. Now they're going to look to throw the ball. Nope, can't quite connect. They're just a little bit further than the reach of the receiver.
Good coverage down here, one-on-one for Lincoln, running with the receiver, number 80 down here. Quaid. I'll try this name, Heckvet. Running the go route down here, and boy, he was covered like a blanket by their left corner. I believe that's number 98 out here. What's the 22, Clay said? Kobe Jenkins.
Right up the middle.
Yep.
And Javon Davis will take it in from 22 yards out. Just like that, the Falcons are back on the board. Well, they found a way to exploit the middle of that line, those last 2 runs by Davis, and it results in a TD.
I think Lincoln was expecting you folks to come in from your living room as you saw that replay come from the south end zone. They wanted you to step up and make the tackle because they didn't have anybody there to stop the Falcon running back from scoring another touchdown.
Yep, so they're on the board again. Javon Davis now 7 carries, 63 yards to go with a touchdown. The extra point after Carson Roberts is good, and the Falcons are on the board with 23-0. Now that drive was kind of more of what we were expecting.
Yeah, a little more assertion at the line of scrimmage, Barry, from the offensive line. Moving people out, and the running back able to make the one long run around the end to get down here, and then right up the middle there for the touchdown. The Falcon offense really executed that drive very well.
2 minutes and 54 seconds on that drive to go the 80 yards. 9 plays is what it took them. The final being the 22-yard run by Davis. And for him, my notes. Got so many notes here, it's hard to dig through them sometimes. Quarterback, by the way, for us is 3 of 9 for 92 yards and a touchdown. That's Clayton Roberts' numbers. Davis, that's his second rushing touchdown of the season. He had his first against ACU. I'll take that back. He's had 2 now. He had one against Western New Mexico. That was the 100-yard game I was telling you about earlier.
Right.
Last week he was 2 weeks ago, 19 for 121 and a touchdown, and they started using him more and more beginning in week 2. He had 4 carries the first week, 9 the next, 10 the next, then 19. At the same time, Tilford was getting 20, 15, 11, and 10. We haven't seen Tilford tonight.
And you know, Barry, that may have something else. You just touched on it a little bit with the sloppiness with UTPB. They've had 2 weeks off, and you got to get back into kind of game shape, game mode. Coach Kerrigan was telling us it was nice to get some people rested up and healthy, but you know, when you're off for 2 weeks, you've got to get back into game mode.
That's right. Sometimes you can't just flip a switch.
That's right. You got to work into it. You don't quite get the game speed and intensity and practice that you do, obviously, during the contest, during the game. And UTPB is, I think, well on their way to reestablishing game mode up 23-0 here in the first quarter.
Now Lincoln starting from their 27-yard line. Rios elects to just hand it off, and the running back gets his hat handed to him.
Well, I tell you what, coming off the bottom of the pile there, that's number 20 for the defense, Kevin Young Jr. Coming from, that's a running back, but he's playing defense right now.
Well, what number? Remember, there's double numbers.
Well, there's not a double number on the roster I'm looking at. Might have been, I believe it was number 20.
It was David Tao Jr. carrying the ball, by the way, and got nothing. And we have completed 1 quarter of play. It's been all Falcons as they lead 23-0 over Lincoln University of California, the Oaklanders from Oakland, California, and we'll be back with the second quarter after this.
Those are graduates of UT Permian Basin. They are champions for UT Permian Basin in our community and also financially for the university. Susan and Stanley have given significantly each year since the inception of the Champions Fund. The Champions Fund raises scholarship dollars for all 16 varsity sports at the university. Please help Dr. Woodley and the faculty, staff.
Welcome back, football fans. We'll see you in the fridge.
All Falcons in that first quarter. A kickoff return for a TD, a safety, a long pass of 44 yards to MJ Link, and a 22-yard run from Javon Davis. That's about getting everything done. That's offense. Well, it's all offense or special teams, nothing on defense
Well,
yet.
they got the safety.
Well, they did, yeah. So a little bit of contribution everywhere you turn. Now from the shady side of the field, Rios with a shovel pass. And it's going to be caught, but also going to be taken down immediately. There to make the tackle for the Falcons. My papers are getting all messed up.
Jordan Smart?
No. It says number 10, but Smart's an offensive player. Oh, that's interesting, yeah. It shows him number 10, you're right, but guess they're letting them play defense and offensive. I mean, they're really going to mess us up.
Or move some people around and didn't tell us during the week.
Yeah, well, I just looked on the current roster. So Ochoa will have to kick it away. And Gunnar Apsek back to receive the kick. Smartly gets away from the ball. And it's going to come to rest at about the 34-yard line for the Falcons.
Yep, and that's a good job by the Falcon defense to get off the field and get that ball back to the UT Permian Basin offensive group. Let's see if they can put another drive together. This would be about 65 yards, being on the 35-yard line. If they can get in and score and add to their 23-0 lead.
Now let's see if there's any change as far as who's out on the field. Yep, there's Kobe. Hey, there's our buddy Kobe Robinson there on the bottom of the screen in the slot.
With his pink tape shoes.
Hard to miss that, isn't it?
Yep, stick out pretty good.
Quarterback remains
Now
Roberts.
come off.
And Pink Shoes is going to leave. And the only running back's going to be Kevin Young Jr. Did they elect to throw the ball?
Oh, my goodness. It was picked off.
Yeah, that's one thing they've been adept at
and then
this
he
year.
Fumbled, and I think UTPB got it back.
Yeah, they've taken the ball away 7 times with 5 picks before that one.
Her 45 was there.
The ruling on the field is an interception during the return. Fumble recovered by UTPB. 1st and 10.
Wow. The gamut of it all. Turnover to turnover.
So Jordan Hopkins comes away with the pick, then manages to fumble. And we get the ball back at the 13:47 mark. And we're off to the races again. Tell you, you won't see that kind of sequence very often.
Nope. Turnover and then a turnover at the end of the turnover.
That's right.
Sounds like we should have some dessert coming.
Yeah, or something. Yeah, breakfast or something. So this is going to be close to a 1st down.
Good play for a couple yards there. Tough running inside for the Falcons. And 2nd and about 7 from the 46-yard line.
Let's see if they just stick with the round game. Ball carrier is going to be Kevin Young Jr.
Not much happening on that play. The Lincoln University defense did a good job of really plugging up gaps up front at the line of scrimmage and didn't get anything on 2nd down with that run.
Nope, will be 3rd and a ways to go.
Look at there. Oh
my goodness.
I guarantee you Clayton's going to want this one back when he sees the film. He wants it back right now.
Yeah, George Smart was open and he threw it over the wrong shoulder.
Threw it too high.
Yep, too high, wrong shoulder, and I guess they're going to have to get Roberts out here to punt. Some promising field position, an advantageous turnover followed by a turnover, and then nothing.
Yep. Kind of a slop, at times very sloppy, Barry.
Yeah, right. Exactly. I mean, there's no better way to put it, really.
Oh, look at that punt.
Oh, a nice punt.
Gonna have to stay up, get there. Oh.
Now they're going to bring it out to the 20.
Almost like to see Clayton kick that out of bounds inside the 10-yard line and cough and corner it.
Yeah.
He really kicked that ball. Of course, he had the south wind coming behind him there.
Yeah, that boy's got a leg on him.
Yes, he does.
So we'll start from the Oaklanders. We'll start from the 20-yard line. Quarterback has been Isaiah Rios. He's number 11. We'll see if he trots back out to the huddle. Yep, going to be Rios. So everything we were told to look for when they got to town has not happened. So we're kind of flying blind here as far as who our normal expected runners are and receivers and all of that. So please bear with us. Rios is going to hand it off inside to his running back, and there's not going to be hardly anything there for DeMond Drew.
It's a fantastic play by number 14 for the Falcons, Darian Forge, their linebacker, junior, 5'11", 220, from Mesquite, West Mesquite High School in Mesquite, Texas. Boy, came in from the linebacker spot and just took the running back's legs right out before he could get in even to the line of scrimmage.
Nope, can't run with no feet, as they say.
Sure can't.
So
feed the wolf.
So 2nd and 11, facing Rio and the Oaklanders. They have 1 win in their 4 games played this year so far. They've been kind of a traveling team. Now Rios is going to try to find some space to throw the ball here.
Boy, I tell you, there was absolutely nobody open. The UTPB secondary had everybody covered. There is a flag on the play. Can be holding maybe, or substitution penalty maybe.
Holding. An eligible player downfield, offense number 62. Penalties decline, 3rd down.
So a decline of the penalty would put them back 10 yards, but it's going to be 3rd and 11. as the line to gain is going to be the 30-yard line. So the defense is going to have to bow up, tighten up. Here comes some substitutions. You know, that front line of ours on defense is just as strong as the first line. It's just that they're a bigger bunch.
Nice to have that depth, Barry. Yeah. Coach Kerrigan was talking about that the other day at the luncheon, about having some depth. But nice to gain and have depth.
Rios now on the move.
Ooh.
Well, it would have been short of a first down anyway. Tried to get the ball to his running back, Drew, and nothing doing, so they're going to have to punt the ball away. Now this time, they're going to be punting from right around the 5-yard line, so whether it be Absek or Kobe, whoever's going to return the kick, looks like Absek, then they should get a chance to return the ball. Where's Absek from, Cedar Park?
Yes. I tell you what, John O'Kelly, let's give him kudos for getting the rush on that quarterback there on that third down play. He was coming hot and heavy.
Ochoa's going to kick it away. Whoa. Almost missed his foot.
Yeah.
And it's going to finally roll down to the 43-yard line of the Falcons.
Well, got a short field, good field position here, Barry. With
timeout on the field
And we're going to take a timeout with them. The Falcons, it's all Falcons so far. 23-0 they lead.
Largest selection of pre-owned vehicles in West Texas and 11 locations, Sewell has a vehicle for everyone. No matter your budget or lifestyle, Team Sewell has a vehicle you'll love. Visit teamsewell.com to view our inventory today.
I wiped up a mess.
Yeah, you... Where is the bus? Never mind, I found
it. Welcome back, football fans. We'll see you in the fridge.
You can find your next new or pre-owned vehicle, car, truck, SUV at Sewell Ford, Highway 191 between Odessa and Midland. New or used, you'll find it there. So give them a shot. Sewell sponsoring our games today for the Falcons. The Falcons Television Network. Absek will make the catch out by midfield for a gain of 7.
Right in the slot position, just went about 4 yards and turned around and caught the ball and then worked up the field for another couple yards. There it is again.
Gunnar Absek going to be enough for the first. They're going to mark it at the 45-yard line.
Nickel and dime right now, Barry.
Yep, coming into the ball game, Absek had 2 catches for 28, caught 1 in the A&M game and 1 in the ACU game. It's mainly been Lincoln Robinson that have done the heavy lifting for the Falcons. That one to the 45 was no gain.
Our defensive line has got some size, as I said earlier, and boy, that play, that just moved the line of scrimmage. That just kept the line of scrimmage where it was, where it started.
Second down. Short gain, if anything, to Link. They're going to mark him at the
42-yard line.
Yep, on the 42. So it's going to be 3rd and 7. Line to gain is going to be the 35-yard line, so you're going to have to throw things deeper than that if you want to Move the change. Kobe goes in motion. They hand the ball off to Davis, and Davis gets wrapped up. And I do mean wrapped up by the defender coming in to make the hit on him. That's Dion White from Stockton, California. Well, he just wrapped him up and said, hello there, sir.
Didn't block him. I think that's a busted blocking assignment on the right side there of the Falcon offense. They didn't even touch him.
So is this fourth down?
Fourth down.
Fourth down and about 8.
Got him offside. Free play.
4th and 8 is going to be fourth and 3.
Yeah.
Offside. Defense, number 50. 5-yard penalty. Replay, 4th down.
Now it's where they don't have to throw it. They can hand the ball off to Davis. Tilford's finally in the ball game. Nate Tilford's number 33. He's lined up there behind the quarterback. Oh, that might cost him 5 more and get a free first down out of it.
No, I think the center might have moved the ball here illegally.
Snap infraction. Offense, number 60. 5-yard penalty, 4th down.
So you go up 5 to come back 5.
Yep, stalemate right now with those 2 penalties.
That's right. Well, Robinson comes back into the ball game. Can't miss him with those shoes. Tilford, I think, is the running back. Let me check.
See if they pooch kick this, Barry. Yes, they are.
Yep. So Clayton Roberts popped it into the end zone, and it's going to come out to the 20.
Kobe Robinson almost got to it and knocked it back into the field play, but just couldn't quite get to it. And the Oaklanders will start 1st and 10 from their own 20-yard line.
Well, they haven't done anything offensively. We can make that statement. They've done pretty well against us defensively. Gave up the they gave up the pass of 44 and a run of 22, and then they've kind of clamped down since then. But offensively, the Falcons are pretty well had their way with them. Yep, this is not going to go anywhere.
Nope.
Thanks to Darian Forge coming up. Darian Forge came up and put the hit on him.
Read that very well from his inside linebacking position. Got downhill into the gap responsibility he was supposed to have. Saw the runner there and just tackled him in the backfield for a 5-yard loss.
That's the way you do it, I tell you. First down play means that you got to throw it on 2nd down from the 15. Now the line of scrimmage to gain is still going to be the 30, but you're from 5 yards further out. Rios will gather his wits about him and stand there at the 10-yard line very quickly, throw the ball out to a receiver who's still moving and has the first down. I tell you, at the very end of that thing, he just absolutely leveled one of our defenders.
This is a wide receiver screen, play action to hold the linebackers, flipped it out there very quickly. Missed the tackle right there, Barry. That's what did it. It's missing that tackle and not getting him at least out of bounds, allowing him to keep his balance and move up the field to the 35-yard line for a Lincoln first down.
Yeah, at the end of that, Octavia Spencer of our guys got stiff-armed and shouldered into the turf. It was pretty ugly. So 1st down and 10. Going to hand the ball off inside. And they're going to get a few yards from Damon Drew before he goes down in a heap at the 42-yard line.
Quan Mays, the linebacker, making the play along with number 18, Octavia Spencer for the Falcon defense.
That's at the 37. Now, you hadn't mentioned Mays until just now.
Yeah, he's been kind of quiet tonight. The rest of the guys have been taking care of business, and Myquan there made the play for only a 2-yard gain along with Octavius. There's that screen again outside.
Yeah, but about a yard short of what they need for the first. They get it out to Rashun Ramsey. And that moves the ball to the 43.
I kind of found something over there on that screen pass to the wide receiver up at the far sideline, I should say.
3rd and 2 now. They need 2 yards to the 45 for a first.
See if UTPB brings a linebacker blitz here, maybe a run blitz on 3rd and 2. See if it brings some of those inside or outside linebackers.
Yeah, that'd be a good call in my book.
Yep, here they come. And they busted it up. I tell you what, that is a fantastic play by number 97, Joseph Williams, the defensive tackle from Long Beach, California. He knifed in and tripped that back up, held him only to a yard gain. Here's 4th and 2 from the 43, and looks like Lincoln might go for it.
Well, let's see if they bring in Ochoa. He's number 35. We need number 95. Let's see who's, nope, he's not on the field, so they are going to go for it. So they're going to show some faith in their guys. But first of all, they're going to call a timeout.
Timeout. Lincoln University, their 3rd and final.
Well, the raggingness still continues. 23-0 our score.
This is also a media timeout.
Our score 23-0. Falcons on top. Be back in a minute. Rio stays in the ball game along with his running back, DeMond Drew, and it sure appears that they are going to go for it, the Oaklanders. I don't know if they're going to try to draw the Falcons off sides or what. Nope, they're going to try to go for it and get the 2 yards, and that's not going to get it.
Ball's out. That ball's out down at the bottom, Barry.
Yeah, it didn't matter because they were not going to get the first down. The ball was going to go over no matter what. So the ball is recovered at the 43-yard line. And so it's going to go over either on downs or on a fumble recovery, one or the other.
The result of the play is a fumble recovered by UTPB.
Ball popped right out as he got into the line. And the UTPB defense, Johnny on the spot, got on it. They have the ball at the 42, 1st and 10 for the Falcons.
So
see if they take a shot here, Barry.
Well, we're down to 5.5 to play before halftime. And as Kyle is saying, let's see if they go up top for the big. They've got Link here in the on the bottom of the screen, but they elect to go to the run with Nathan Tilford. First time he's carried the ball tonight. Good to see that. He's going to have enough for the first, I think. Nope, they're going to mark him a yard short. It'll be 2nd and 1. That 2nd and 1's going to turn into a first down, as they're going to move everybody down to the 28-yard line, 27-yard line.
Tempo here, Barry, trying to catch Lincoln off guard, and they've done just exactly that.
Yep, flag on the play. Tilford with the carry. So Tilford takes it to the 15, pending on what the yellow flag is.
Substitution infraction, maybe? Yep.
Illegal substitution. Defense, 12 players on the field. Penalties decline. Result of the play is a first down.
12 on the play, on the field, and still didn't make the play.
Couldn't stop him.
Yep. I think the 12th man was over on the far side, but they still didn't get it stopped.
Yes, so that was a gain of 11. Now, this is not going to get a whole lot as the scrum winds up at the 35-yard line, the 25-yard line. I'm sorry, the 15. So that was a gain of 1. Tilford in there as the running back, and then also back there in the back with him is Zubiotti.
Zone read. I don't know if you hear Larry talking about how and thought it was going to be open on the outside. Carson Roberts kept it and ran with the ball around the right side. When he got there, there was a whole host of Oaklanders waiting for him out there. Didn't get much at all on that zone read play.
That whole host moves around quite a bit.
Oaklanders.
Yep, so it's going to be 3rd and about 8. It's what the Falcons need. Their 3rd down conversion rate's not all that great tonight. They elect to throw the ball.
I believe that's
and
Kobe.
It's going to be a Kobe Robinson touchdown. First one of the year for him. Leading receiver coming in, but had not scored. So Kobe takes it from 15 yards out, runs a great pattern, and Mr. Pink Shoes is in the end zone, former Permian product, for a touchdown. Last night we saw Permian play Odessa High, and Permian had a kick return, punt return, for the first time since Kobe Robinson did it in 2015. So it's good to see him on the field today doing the honors of scoring. Now the extra point from Roberts is good. And we have a new score with 3:36 to play before half. It is now 30-0 Falcons.
Well, that was a great play-action pass that froze the linebackers there for Lincoln. Allowed Robinson to get behind the coverage down here on the go route right down the near sideline. And Clayton Roberts put it right where Kobe could catch it in stride in the end zone for the 29th point of the night for the Falcons. And the extra point makes it 30-0, as Barry said. We've got 3:36 left in the first half. We'll have the UTPB band at the half here for you. Some halftime entertainment. And Falcons have opened up, as I said, that 30-0 lead now. Don't want to relax and get people hurt. Keep your intensity and keep playing as you want to finish out this half strongly.
6-play drive, 42 yards is what it totaled up in about 1 minute and 45 seconds. And Roberts, Johnny on the spot, throws the ball to Robinson for the score. Robinson had 23 catches for 294 coming in, but had not scored. And now for Roberts, that's his 2nd touchdown pass of the night and his 11th of the season. And the Oaklanders now will take over. I didn't see, I think they kicked it out of bounds.
Yes, they did.
So they'll take over on the 25-yard line.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team. The ball will be placed at the 35-yard line. First down, Lincoln University.
35-yard line. Sorry about that.
See what they decide to do. They don't have any timeouts. Lincoln does here in the first half. So if they want to try to score, keep things going, they're going to have to get the ball out of bounds or do some clock management and try to.
Be a good time for a pick six.
Yes, it would. Yes, it certainly would. See what they
certainly.
Do. Certainly.
Like to see Robinson get him a pick six. Hadn't really see Dante get much this year. They've been rolling their offenses on the opposite side because of him being on that one side.
That's a little later. That might happen right there, Barry.
Yeah, they do complete the pass to the running back.
Octavius Spencer has been all over this field for the Falcon defense in the first half. Be interesting to see at the half what we have for him tackle-wise. He was really Johnny on the spot there, holding that little short pass to about a 3-yard gain.
Yeah, Housey was the receiving end of it. So 2nd and 7 for the Oaklanders. Keep thinking the Lincolners. Incomplete pass. Try to get it back out to the same kid, but has nothing doing. So 3rd and 7.
Nigel King, the corner there, playing in the slot position on the slot receiver, is the one that busted that play up.
So the line to gains are going to be the 45-yard line. It's hard to kind of get a feel for who they're going to throw the ball to, because he's thrown the ball to Knight, Lee, Hall, all of those guys. I'm going to say Faison Knight if there's anybody. Knight's number 8. And he might be the guy that they look for right now.
Bump and run coverage down here. That ball was overthrown, and corners rolled up on the outside receivers and bumped them real hard, tried to get them off the route. Watch here as he's trying to throw this ball. It's tight coverage down here for the Falcons. That's number 29 doing a good job for the Falcons in the secondary right there.
And Faison Knight was the intended target. So Kobe Robinson's back to receive the punt.
Kobe Bryant's back there. We better have talk. Wow.
Might be able to return this one.
Yeah. Have to get over to it. Kobe just going to let it go. Don't take a chance on doing anything. Oh, look at there. He did. Whew, he almost squirted out of there, didn't he? Wow. Kobe is quick. My goodness.
Yeah, watch the replay here. Yeah, he was as big a shock to him as it was to us.
Yeah. I figured he's just going to let that thing go and just got over there and scooped it and took off.
So we'll start now from the 21-yard line.
2:35. Falcons have 2 of their 3 timeouts.
They're going to try to add 2.
Well, I think you've got to get some field position here, Barry. They got to get on up the field and maybe look no huddle here. I think it's a distinct possibility. Nothing there.
Well, he does get the connection to Jordan Smart, but Smart can't break loose. Maybe gets a yard at the most. Going to be 2nd and 8.5 to 9.
Oh, he telegraphed that pass as it got picked off by the Oaklanders there. Tried to throw the slant route up from the top receiver position. Watch here. Just stepped right in front of it. He was reading the quarterback's eyes, number 0 for them. And took off up the field, and they've got a short field to work with now after the interception.
Yeah, that's I mentioned earlier, that's been the one thing that they've been known for, is they've been able to get the takeaways.
Well, they got a big one right there, and they get a chance to get some points on the board before going in at the half. Again, they have no timeouts and 2:04 left in the first half of play.
It's Jaquez Williams-Christ that made the interception. So now from the, I can't see, with the 8-yard line.
Looks like it, maybe the 9.
With 2:01 to play.
Oh, my goodness. He picked it off. Just get down on a knee. Get down on a knee. There you go. Wow. It's DeAndre Robinson with an interception there, Barry.
No, we were just asking for one earlier. Let's watch the replay.
Yeah. Trying to force this ball in. He had a little more time than he thought. And I was trying to get it to the tall receiver there, number 88, on their offense for the Oaklanders, and just didn't work out that way. And DeAndre got the football and ended up running out of the back of the end zone. Falcons will have the ball 1st and 10 from their own 20.
Now, things got a little sloppier than our normal sloppy here in the last couple minutes. But the Falcons are going to take over on the 20. Going to be 1st and 10. May just run the ball out from here on out. What do you think?
I think so. I think that's a possibility here.
Yeah, Coach Kerrigan may say just hand them up. Guess not.
Nope.
Well, they try to get the ball to MJ and a little bit overthrown. Be 2nd and 10 from the 20 with 1:47 to play. As you can see on the bottom of the screen there, score bug. Falcons 30, the Oaklanders 0.
See if they run the ball here, Barry. Yep, nope, yep. I'm going to let Roberts do it.
Yeah, it gets only a couple of yards, so it's going to be 3rd and 8.
Clock still running at 1:30 in the first half.
Falcons have a couple of timeouts left, but the Oaklanders are out of timeouts. So 3rd down, need to get to the 30-yard line if they want to keep this thing going.
High snap kind of messed that play up there, Barry.
Yeah, he's going to be 5 yards short, so they'll probably have to come call on Carson Roberts to come out and kick the ball away. The clock's still running at 1 minute to play in the first half. It's been all Falcons. Kickoff return, safety, pass to MJ Link. A run by Davis, a pass to Kobe Robinson. And it's just been a little bit of everything. A little bit of salt, a little bit of pepper.
Offense, defense, special teams, they've all
That's
contributed.
Right. They've all contributed. So now Roberts will have the full field to kick the ball away.
Look at that punt. Wow. Clay's right. Twice he's got that ball to come turn over like a pass. And that's a beautiful spiral punt that's going to be down to the 12-yard line. What a kick by Carson Roberts.
Well, we watched him in the warm-ups, and his warm-ups were pretty impressive.
Yeah, they were.
64 yards on the kick and run for Roberts. That's going to help the average. And likely to see the last 2 plays of this half. And we probably should go into the half leading at 30-0.
Carson has won the Lone Star Conference Special Teams Player for the Week award already this year.
Yeah, they won it when they played up at New Mexico in that driving rainstorm. Had a field goal, a few extra points, and is well deserving of that honor. So now the Oaklanders taking over from their 12-yard line. Might just run the ball and be done with it.
There ain't anything there.
Yeah, Ford is there to make sure he didn't go much further along with Williams.
Fumble that ball?
The ruling on the field is the runner's progress was stopped. 2nd down.
Yeah, there to help make the tackle was Hayden Kelly.
And that's going to bring us to the end of the first quarter, or first half.
And we have played 1 half. So after 1 half of play, the Falcons lead it as we expected by a score of 30-0. And we'll be back with the second half after this.
their fall 2021 exhibition performance. The Spirit of the Permian Basin Marching Band is proud to present Welcome Back and Welcome Aboard. Please enter, featuring Back in Black by AC/DC, Welcome to the Jungle by Guns N' Roses, Crazy Train by Ozzy Osbourne, and Inner Sandman by Metallica. We now feature the Spirit of the Permian Basin Marching Band. Band. The band's under the direction of Dr. Timothy Ferris and drum major Brandon Leonard of Smithville, Texas. You can support your UTPB marching band right here at Ratliff Stadium next Saturday, October the 16th. And they perform an exhibition show at the UIL Region 6 Marching Contest. We hope to see you there. And Falcons up!
Decorative towel.
There was a mess. I wiped up a mess.
Yeah, you...
Where is the bus? Never mind, I found it.
Welcome back, football fans. We'll see you in the fridge.
Well, the International Space Station has made its way over the West Texas area. And my three goofballs in here in the press box with me, Larry, Mo, and Curly, or Larry, Clay, and Kyle. We're outside looking for it. Did you see it?
We did see it. Came right over the top of the stadium, heading out to the south.
Did you wave?
Well, no. It didn't wave, but we did get to see it come by at its usual speed of about 17,000 miles per hour there.
Falcons will be on defense to start this second half. The Oaklanders get a good return on this one out beyond midfield. For finally brought down. Number 6 made the tackle for us. And my mind just went blank on who that is.
That is
E.J. Giza.
Huh?
E.J. Giza. Oh, yep. Who'd you have?
I had number 6, Adrian Walker.
Okay, maybe one or the other. There's one's a defensive 6, the other's an offensive 6. But they start from the Falcon 47-yard line.
I'll tell you the statistics, Barry. We'll go over those here after you run those first down. Well, they're going to call timeout. Somebody.
Okay, so
timeout.
That'll give you
Lincoln
time.
University. They're first of the half.
Good grief.
Let's do our statistics. I'll tell you, first half was as dominating statistically as it was on the scoreboard with the Falcons up 30-0. Lincoln had 4 first downs in the first half to 11 for UTPB. They only had 16 yards rushing, Lincoln did in the first half, to 129 for UT Permian Basin. They had Lincoln had 83 yards passing to 116 for the Falcons. Total yards in the first half, 67 yards for the Lincoln University Oaklanders to 245 for UT Permian Basin.
These Falcon games presented by Sewell Ford. The Sewell family has been selling cars and trucks in Texas for more than 100 years, since 1911. What you want to bet if you bought a car back then and still had it? What would be the value of it?
Uh-oh. This might go to the house, Barry. A pick over on the far sideline there. And I believe it is going to be a pick 6 for the Falcons. Wow. My goodness, what a read by number 16 for the Falcon defense. Watch on our replay here, folks. He just steps in front of the out route. He was on the corner on the far sideline and read the pass being thrown to his area. And he just picked it off and took it to the house for a Falcon touchdown.
That is Trent Ward. And for Ward, that is his second interception of the season. And pending the extra point, Falcons are looking to go up 37-0. Well, there's a way you start the first half with a kickoff return TD. You start the second half by picking a pass and taking it to the house for a pick 6. That's a pretty good combo, I'd say.
Yes, it is.
37-0 Falcons after the Trent Ward pick 6 that goes all the way into the end zone. And the Falcons still are not going to be on offense here in the second half, as Ward made sure of that.
He just read that playing a little cover 2 corner over there. Just came off the guy that he was lined up over there, the number 1 receiver, when he saw the pass thrown. Stepped in front of that receiver that was running the out route over there, and Ward picked it off and took it to the house the other direction.
So now back to tee it up is going to be DeCasas to kick it up and kick it away, and then the defense back on the field again. Oh, we head to Angelo State next week, and so we get our test, our first real test of the season, conference-wise. And that one will go a long way determining who the conference champion's going to be and who gets the automatic invite to the playoffs. And so it's critical in that we've never beaten Angelo State, so we need to go down there and put a whipping on them. And to do that, of course, we'll need to be ready with mind, body, and soul. And tonight they've been a little ragged.
Yep.
But they kind of expected. You've been off a week. And then you're playing an opponent who you hear all week is not going to be able to keep up with you. Special teams has scored 7 tonight. Defense has scored 9. And the offense has scored 21. Now, that's a pretty good combination plate.
All three phases.
Of all three phases of your team. This kick's going to be back to the 5-yard line. And going to be returned out to beyond the 10 to the 13-yard line. 23-yard line.
Do have a penalty on the play or after the end of the play. Let's see what they decide to come up with on what the call is. Talking to the Liberty coaching staff over there.
After the play was over, unsportsmanlike conduct, receiving team number 4, his first of the game. Half the distance from the end of the run. First down, Lincoln University.
A little frustration coming out for Lincoln there, Barry. Coming all this way out from California. We were talking to the SID here at UT Permian Basin before the game, and they were telling us some of the adventures that Lincoln had coming all the way out from California. Got to Dallas. Didn't have a bus to get them from Dallas to here.
Somebody dropped the ball on that.
Yeah, and had to call UTPB to see if they could find a way to get them from Dallas to Odessa, and we were told that was sometime early this morning.
And they got a bus out of El Paso, so they had to come in from El Paso to Dallas to get them here, and then a long bus ride. The bus ride was much too long. That's what it should have been.
Going to have a holding penalty, I think.
Yeah, I think so. Robinson was up there to make the initial hit on the receiver running back.
Right. That's what the call's going to be. As you can see our officiating crew getting together. I'll give you those guys again real quick. Zach Erdman, our referee. Rafael Federico Jr., the umpire. Line judge Jerry Perez, the head linesman Matt Leis, the side judge Fernie De La Rosa, back judge Robbie Walters.
Illegal formation, offense, more than 4 men in the backfield. A penalty is declined. Personal foul, blindside block, offense number 41. Penalized half the distance to the goal from the previous spot. First down.
Yeah, Robbie Waters is the back judge, and the center judge is Bryce Rude.
So they're going to be all the way back to the 6-yard line. And it'll be first down at that point. Well, it was ragged in the first half and really hadn't got much straightened up here in the second half. They're going to get the ball up, almost picked off. And I tell you, they just almost got it picked off by Yaquez Tyler, who's our leading interceptor, I think.
Watch the replay.
Yeah,
here,
he's got 3 of them.
Watch the replay. He felt the heat coming from inside there and thought that receiver down here was maybe going to run a little slant or skinny post, and he went straight up the numbers.
And what is a skinny post?
A skinny post, if you ran a post pattern, it would go to where the goal post is. Skinny wouldn't be near as far inside.
Okay. Everybody get that? It's football 101.
Timeout. Lincoln College.
Yeah, they've used 2 of them. 2 of their 3 timeouts, and 37-0. Falcons had a 30-0 lead at half, and then Trent Ward put a stomping on them with the interception return to make it 37-0. Special teams, defense, offense, everybody's contributed tonight. Now they need to remember this for next week when they get down on the Concho River and play the Angelo State Rams, because historically in our conference between them and us, Falcons and Rams, the Rams have come out on top. So we've got to do whatever it takes to go down there and play our A-plus game.
Saw the very first game between UT Permian Basin and Angelo down there. My son was attending school there, and we went down for the weekend and decided to go see the UT Permian Basin Falcons play that first contest against Angelo, and one of my son's roommates was actually on the offensive line for Angelo.
Gatewood?
No, Andre Gillette.
Oh, okay.
And he started, I think, 2 years there at Angelo. And it's a very nice stadium they have. It's built on the campus over on the south end of the campus down by their Janelle Center, which is where they do basketball and volleyball, and their football athletic stuff is all in there. It's a really nice facility.
So second down for the Oaklanders. Running around in his end zone. Not an optimum thing. I think he did complete the pass out there.
No, I dropped it.
Nope, falls incomplete at the 12-yard line, so it's going to be a third and a bunch. Third and about 10 needed. Third and actually about 15.
The Falcon defense has dialed up a blitz on both plays here. And let's see if they do so on third and long and see if they can back them up or force a turnover or make them have to punt from their own end zone.
Or get a safety again. They've already got one of those today. Why not get a second one?
Right.
Rios is the quarterback. We have not seen Cameron Burston.
Oh, boy.
Well, he did get the ball away to his receiver, Faison Knight, but it falls luckily incomplete because that would have been an ugly result.
Watch the replay. Pressure coming from the outside. Forced him that way. Got away from the first defender and just tried to dump it off out in the right flat out there to their receiver number 8. Didn't have any luck with that. And they're going to have to punt the football. That wide receiver intention was Faison Knight from Los Angeles, California.
And Pink Shoes is going to be back to return the kick. Robinson standing on the 47 of Lincoln. So you should think we are going to come away with some extremely good field position. Let's see if he makes the catch on the ball.
He does.
And he's going to be inside the 30, 25, going to be finally forced out about the 18. Well, that's a good result, as the Falcons will start their first offensive series of the second half from the Oaklanders' 18-yard line.
Yeah, Kobe got outside, no contain for Liberty there, and or Lincoln, I should say, not Liberty, and got all the way up to the 17-yard line, 18-yard line for a first down. 17 looks like.
It looks like, I bet it's going to be a heavy dose of Tilford and Davis this time around. What do you bet?
Yep, see if they can run it into the end zone. I think that'd be a good choice.
Davis is the quarterback and is the running back, and the quarterback is going to be Sudden Sapien from Midland High School. Been getting a little bit of playing time every game. Oh, he's going to throw the ball.
Wheel route, wide open. Little wheel route.
Tried to get it to Davis, does not complete it. Going to be second and 10.
That's the back coming out of the backfield, trying to wheel his way off the far sideline. And Sudden didn't get him the ball, and looks like the Lincoln University squad didn't pick it up till late, but it was incomplete.
They picked it up just in time, so now they throw the ball inside. And it's going to be incomplete again as he tried to get the ball to Jordan Smart. So now you have a third down from the 18. Boy, I really hate to waste this field position, as the line to gain is going to be the 8-yard line after the Kobe Robinson return to the 18.
Let's see if they throw a screen down here with trips, Barry. 3 receivers to this side. No. Oh.
Well, again, he tried to get the ball this time to Robinson, and incomplete. Well, they're going to kick it.
Yeah, they are. They're going to give Carson Roberts a chance to pad his stats a little bit and get 3 on the board from, looks like it's going to be right at about the 24, so it'll be a 34-yard field goal attempt. See the view from our north end zone camera.
And the kick's going to be up. Looks like it splits the uprights. And it is good from 34 yards away. That's one thing. They've had a good kicking game this year with Carson Roberts punting the ball and kicking the placements. Been very consistent coming into the ball game. He was 12 for 12 on the point afters, and he was 4 of 5 on field goals with a long of 40 at Western New Mexico. Well, this one is for 34 yards away and gets them back on the board.
And Clayton had 2 punts in the first half. Excuse me. And his average on those 2 punts was a measly 53 yards. Yeah, he really had a good job, really did a good job of punting the ball the 2 times he did in that first half for 106 yards. Longest was 63 in that first half. Carson's done a good job shoring up their special teams play on the kicking department, as you said, and that's really nice.
So now they'll kick the ball away.
So here we go. Let's see what he does here with this kick.
You know, it's not often that you have a drive. It's not often that you have a drive of 0 yards, 4 plays in 19 seconds that you get points on the board, but they did that with that last drive of the 34-yard field goal from Roberts. His 5th of the season, and they lead now 40-0, the Falcons do, as they come out for defense. And really just kind of going through the motion to this point.
Yeah, you want to play hard here, Barry. You want to make sure that you're fundamentally sound with your technique. You don't want to let up here for the simple fact of an injury could possibly happen. And you want to stay healthy through this as you get ready for that big ball game next week down in Angelo.
Yeah, when you're not going 100% when you get hurt. Going deep down the sideline, make the catch. Finally get him on the ground at the 45-yard line, but that's not before. He gets a gain of 21.
Nigel King, the defensive back, number 3, making the tackle from Tomball, Texas.
Actually 26 yards on the catch and run. So at the 45-yard line, one of the better plays of the night for Lincoln University. Quarterback is Rios. He's from Sacramento or someplace. Be 1st and 10. Nope. That one ball went deep and the player went short.
Yeah, and cut that off really early, didn't he? On the route. Good coverage down here by number 3 for the Falcons, Nigel King. Had him step for step right on top of him there.
Yep. Step for step right on top of him, no penalty.
Right. Right.
If I were you, or I mean, if you were them, would you be throwing the ball a lot here?
Well,
in the second
sure.
half?
I think you want to still run your offense down, 40-0. Work on some things and see if you can shore it up. I don't think you go in the tank here. I think you got to continue to play the game.
Here comes a lot of pressure. He has to throw the ball away at the last minute. His receiver comes back to try to get it, but he throws it short of that. So it's going to be 3rd and 10 from the 43-yard line. The line to gain is going to be our 45.
Good pressure from the Falcon defense there. We're making him roll to his left. That's hard to do for a right-handed quarterback to throw left, square those shoulders up and throw it with any authority. And the Falcon defense with that pressure, as I said, really forced that incompletion there on 2nd down.
So 3rd down now. Again, line to gain is going to be the Falcon 45.
Ooh. Good coverage over there for the Falcon defense.
And they're going to have to punt the ball away. So Kobe again will get another chance to return the punt. So he's going to be back inside the 30-yard line.
Good play by the Falcon defense there after that one long pass to kind of get Lincoln out of the out of their own end of the field. They've got some field position now, so like to see and make sure if he can, Kobe at least field this ball and keep as much field position for the Falcon offense as you can.
No, Falcon defense or whatever the case may be, Rios has only completed one of his last 11 passes. After that, after those kind of took a nosedive.
Offense, number 95. 5-yard penalty, 4th down.
That's got to be discouraging if you're on the Liberty coaching staff, because you work this stuff during the week. When you call punt team, you should have your punt team out there ready to go. Somebody wasn't paying attention.
Yeah, so Lincoln does get the ball away. Robinson's going to be back to call the fair catch. And it's going to be caught there at the 22-yard line. And from there, it'll be Falcon offense coming back out to...
There's a timeout on the field for media.
Our score in the third quarter, it's been all Falcons tonight, 40. Well, the averages are going to kind of bump up a little bit after tonight. They've been averaging 5.5 yards a play, had the Falcons. But that's going to bump up a little bit better. Sapien gets the ball out. Oh, couldn't keep his feet, or he could have gone for a long way. That's Link that he hooked up with. Enough of the first down. And it could have been for a lot more if the Gremlins, the
Turf Gremlins
had to grab a hold of Link's ankle.
Yeah, he just didn't have his balance there.
Yeah, Davis is going to get swallowed up. They were waiting for a whistle because whoever had him, I think that was number 1, Dion White, was not going to let go. And I could almost hear him yelling, "Whistle, whistle, whistle."
Right. Good play by their defense.
It was a loss of 5, so it's going to be back to the 30 for the Falcons. Going to be 2nd and 15 now is what they need, so they're definitely going to be in a throwing mode. He's the next player, 2. Very quickly throws the ball out and almost picked. Jordan Smart, the intended target.
Number 1 almost got it. There, that's Dion White. You just mentioned his name, and Dion was Johnny on the spot there. 3rd and long for the Falcons, about 16 here.
3rd a bunch, as we always say. Larry said 3rd a pack-a-lunch. That'd probably work too.
I'm going to bring pressure, looks like, up the middle here. No, backed out of it.
Sapien's going to run it, not going to come up. Well, he's still on his feet.
He'd probably got it from that hit from the back.
Yeah, he might have with that scrum moving him forward.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, did get it.
Wow. My goodness. That's a tough run.
It was a rumbling, bumbling, stumbling kind of a thing.
Hit from the back actually cost his momentum to go forward and helped him get the first down.
Be 1st and 10 now.
Nice throw. Uh-oh. I think he fumbled, and I think Lincoln's going to get the ball. I do believe. Tell you, I'm like Clay. These guys
Fumble on the field, recovered by Lincoln. First down.
They've got some athletes on their defense that move around. They've got good quickness. They can fly around to the ball. And they've made some turnovers. We just knocked the ball out of the receiver there. Number 80 for the Falcons.
Molina.
Oh, my goodness. So Oaklanders will take the possession of the ball at the 40-yard, at their own 40-yard line.
Well, that's been one thing they've been adept at these 4 games is creating turnovers, and they've done it several times tonight. And the latest there is they knocked the ball out of Molina's hands, so 1st and 10 from the 40. Going to do a quick pass out to the right. He's going to get 5 yards or so before they push him out of bounds. Finally going to be pushed out by a whole host of players.
Good luck saying that name. Tommy Olagundudu. Stockton, California on that catch.
So up to the 45-yard line, 2nd and 5 for Tommy after that catch.
False start. Offense, number 62. It's a 5-yard penalty. 2nd down.
So the catch by Olagundudu has got them up to the 40, but then the penalty is going to move it back 5. Yep. That's Ologundudu. Of course, that's not as weird as that offensive guard.
Yeah.
Just a quick toss out. Nope. Could not quite connect. So the quarterback and the receiver were not on the same page on that one. Frank Hall, the intended target. So it's going to be 3rd down.
Tried to run the slant down here, Barry, with 2 receivers. Outside receiver coming underneath the inside one who's clearing, trying to run a clear route or go. And they just did not get their timing and their execution down. And here's 3rd and a whole bunch, or 10, I should say.
Yeah, 3rd and 10. Got to get to midfield for a 1st down. Trailing by 40-0 are the Oaklanders from Lincoln University.
Ooh.
Oh, nope, not going to be able to get the ball away that time. That's going to be a sack for the Falcons. And up there to make the defensive play is going to be number 5, L.D. Glasker.
Timeout on the play for an injured player.
I tell you, they had some good pressure coming from the outside there for the Falcon defense, and that's what forced all of that to take place. And they're going to have to punt the football from their own 34-yard line. Well, it's kind of gotten a little ugly here, Barry.
Well, it was ugly to begin with, and it kind of straightened up a little bit. Then the ugliness returned. Let's see if the Falcons put anybody back to receive the kick, or if they're going to try to block it.
I think we'll probably see Kobe back deep, maybe trying to get some field position here. He's on the field. I think he's going to go back and try to get that punt. They're helping the injured quarterback off the field over there, Isaiah Rios, for the Lincoln University Oaklanders.
So Robinson's going to be back inside the 30-yard line for the Falcons. That's where he'll receive this punt from Oswaldo Ochoa. And Ochoa does get his foot into it. And the fair catch made at the 28-yard line.
Yep, didn't let that ball hit and take a chance on getting on down closer to the Falcon goal line. It's a good job by Kobe right there to field that ball and keep field possession at the 28-yard line. That's where the Falcons will start their next drive.
Now let's see if Sapien or if it's Roberts that come out and quarterback. I think they only have 2 on the roster at the moment. Quarterback's going to be Sapien. And one of the wing backs is going to be Brock Robinson, the tight end.
Like to see him run the ball and eat some clock here, Barry. There it is, right up the middle for a good 5 yards.
Yep. All the way out to the 36-yard line.
Nice blocking up front by those guys on the offensive line for UT Permian Basin.
So he gets 8, going to be 2nd and 2 for the Falcons. And off inside, Nate Tilford has the first down. Tilford's barreling his way to the 42-yard line for a gain of 6. That's the way you do it.
Ovidio Melendez, number 75, is at one of the offensive line spots now. Humble, Texas.
Third quarter has been one of the most productive for the Falcons with 31 points. They've only given up 19. That's second only to the first quarter's 10 points allowed on the season. So Sapien's going to go for it. Got a man open down the sideline, but can't connect with Robinson. Going to be a second down from the 42. So Sapien's had his chances here in the times he's been under center, but can't connect on those anything over a few yards. He's 2 of 7 for 27 yards. And those 5 misses are the 5 misses. They've had several guys open, and he's just not been able to connect.
His eyes got big around there, seeing that open down there, and just put a little too much umph on it.
Tilford will get the carry. Tilford's going to be up to the 48.
Good run of 5 or 6 yards on second down. Make this a manageable third down.
2nd and 4.
Be 3rd and 4.
3rd and 4, rather.
3rd and 5.
And we'll make up our mind here in a minute. 3rd and 5. It's going to be Tilford running, and Tilford will have the first down, and Tilford's still going. Scrum's going to push him all the way down to the 37-yard line. It was a gain of 9.
So the guard and the H-back pull across behind the formation, and from the right side to the left, got a block in there.
They were trying to take the ball away is what they were doing, and it cost them about 8 yards.
Yep.
And we have an
field for an injured player.
Yeah, we got an injured
immediate timeout.
Injured player and immediate timeout. Falcons lead this one 40-0.
With the largest selection of pre-owned vehicles in West Texas and 11 locations, Sewell has a vehicle for everyone. No matter your budget or lifestyle, Team Sewell has a vehicle you'll love. Visit teamsewell.com to view our inventory today.
Sewell Ford is a full-service dealership featuring the most tenured parts and service team, highly knowledgeable team of finance professionals to options available with your new purchase. So when you buy a new car, truck, or SUV, why don't you give Sewell Ford a shot?
False start.
False start. Offense, number 89. It's a 5-yard penalty. First down.
So that's going to move them back to the 42-yard line. First and 10 from there.
Just a mental mistake, Barry. It's kind of what's the result of the game and maybe some of the lack of flow that has happened in the game.
When
right
you're
now.
not playing, then suddenly you're thrown in there. Go in there, 82.
Right.
Then sometimes your concentration level's not there. So they hand the ball to Davis, Javon Davis. Davis is going to be close to the 36-yard line for a gain of 6. Javon Davis and Nate Tilford, good 1-2 punch.
Yep. And Jordan Hopkins, their middle linebacker, making the play there. There goes another run off the right side.
Going to be this time down to the 23 by Davis. That's a gain of 13.
UTPB trying to run a little tempo here, Barry. I think they kind of feel right now that the Lincoln defense is a little bit on its heels now.
Probably would be with the jet lag and everything else going on.
And the heat.
Yep. So Sapien, well, has a man wide open down there, MJ Link, and Link catches the ball about 5 yards out of bounds.
Yeah. Yeah. Sutton a little excited right now.
Yeah, because he's throwing it a little bit off the mark.
Yeah, a little too much oomph, a little too much enthusiasm.
Yep, he's been playing, like we said, got a little playing time every week. Went from Midland High to another school, then came back here. Go to UTPB, and Davis may score a second touchdown of the night. He will. So Davis from 23 yards out into the end zone for the Falcons. That's a yard longer than his other run of 22 yards.
That's good blocking up front. They did a little misdirection with the blocking scheme there, and gave Davis a chance to come on and get on out the right side of their offensive line, and he just took off for the end zone. Great play by the Falcon offense.
9-play drive.
We're going to have a false start, I believe, here on the right side of that point after touchdown group, field goal group. And they'll have to move it back 5.
So Roberts will kick it from 5 yards further back.
False start. Offense, number 63. 5-yard penalty. Retry.
Gunnar Apsek will be the one holding. That's a critical combination there between your holder and your kicker, actually between all three of them, the long snapper being the first part of that.
Yep. You got to get that snap down, get the hold down, spin the ball, get it away from the laces as the kicker comes to kick it on through. Ball was a little low on snap. That's a good job by the holder right there.
And a good kick through makes it the 47th point of the night for the Falcons. A 9-play drive consuming 3 minutes and 3 minutes and 1 second to go 72 yards. The last 23 of it will be on a run by Javon Davis. Where Javon is from what? Houston Nimitz, freshman. And he provides a great 1-2 punch with Tilford that they brought in from a transfer. 47-0 Falcons. I mean, there's not a whole lot you can say about the result. It's just been an ugly getting there.
Well, it has, and the Falcons have executed in all 3 phases of the game, as we've pointed out during the broadcast tonight. They've gotten a little bit from offense, defense, and special teams, and Lincoln, I should say, is just a little overpowered right now.
Yep, overpowered, undermanned maybe with all the jet lag and stuff going on. They're going to be run out of bounds at about the 32-yard line.
Goodness. A little scrum over there on the sideline there, on Lincoln's sideline, I should say. And a couple of people got taken out over there. I'll make sure everybody's all right. Well, I don't think there was any tomfoolery going on there.
Just somebody not paying attention that there's a football game going on.
Wasn't giving anybody the business as it was.
No. It's just, I mean, you can't, if you're returning a kick like that, you can't suddenly throw in the brakes because some guy on the sideline's not paying attention.
Yeah, exactly.
So they'll start this drive from the, right at the 30.
See what Lincoln does here. I still think they'll try to air it out a little bit, see if they can get something going in their passing game.
No, it's been their MO this whole game. They came in, throwing the ball a lot. They've got a different quarterback in now.
Terrence Robertson.
So Robertson now quarterbacking, will hand it off. Going to get maybe 5 on that one.
Looks like he came from Sacramento, California, Barry. In his previous school, he actually was on the Washington State program, or in the Washington State program, I should say.
David Walker on the 5-yard carry, now 2nd and 5. And of course for Lincoln, you don't want to come down here, long trip that it is, and then go back with several injured guys, and especially your quarterback. You know, make sure you get out of the game healthy, even if the scoreboard is not in your favor. So Robertson, we're going to call a timeout, I think.
Timeout. Lincoln, their 3rd and final.
Well, that's their only time out of this, the last time out of this half. Well, we're going to head to Angelo State next week. And then after the Angelo State game, we have Eastern New Mexico over in Midland at Grande. Then we play at Texas A&M Commerce. We come back here for Texas A&M Kingsville, and then wrap up the season, the regular season, with a game I'm sure that the opponent has marked on their calendar and circled and all of that, Midwestern State. After what happened last year in Midland with that overtime win by the Falcons, and to give them the 5-0 pristine record in the spring, I'm sure that's going to come a long way toward how they play us in that final game. That's going to be in early November. So now it's going to be 2nd and 5 here. After today, it's all conference games, and so you got to be ready.
Got to gear up for that conference schedule, no doubt.
Yep. Quarterback Robertson's going to keep it, and he gets ridden down at the 38-yard line. It's going to be a couple of yards short of a first. Going to be 3rd and 2.
Did the same thing UTPB did there, Barry. They pulled the guard in the H back that was in motion, pulled him from the right side back behind the formation or the line over to the left, and brought the quarterback in with the ball right behind him, and got a couple of yards, making it a manageable 3rd and 2 for them.
Well,
see if they decide to run right at UTPB here and maybe pick this up.
Well, the last time that they were in this position, UTPB pulled a run blitz and dropped them for a yard loss.
Yep.
Going to cost them 5.
Delay
of game. Offense number 14. 5-yard penalty, 3rd down.
Well, would you still do a run blitz or run blitz on a 3rd and 8?
Not necessarily. Not a run blitz.
You would have went at 3rd and 2.
3rd and 2 maybe I would have, but 3rd and 8, this is almost a pure passing down here.
Yeah, standard down.
Maybe bring one on a blitz. See if you could get pressure to the quarterback and force a turnover or an incompletion.
Or at least something hurried.
Something hurried, yeah. Make that quarterback feel a little uneasy back there, especially since this is a new guy back there.
Well, we'll see how he stacks up.
They're showing blitz, and they brought blitz.
They brought the house.
They brought the house and a little bit extra.
Quarterback Robertson, meet the house.
Somebody lost their helmet.
Coming off the bottom of the pile is going to be number 12, My name and number recall today is not too good.
They brought the outside, inside linebackers. They had more people than Lincoln could block.
Yeah, we don't have a listed number 12 on our defense. And more than they could block's right, back to the 28-yard line. So Robinson will get another chance to return a punt, maybe.
Oh, boy, look at that. Oh, he's still going. Look at there. He's going to get about 10 yards on the return, and that's all effort on Kobe Robinson's part right there.
And let's watch it again.
Yeah, he's fumbled the punt there, or the return. Didn't wrap up on his legs right there and just kept on coming toward the UTPB sideline. Saw they had him contained off the sideline and ended up being tackled at the 42-yard line. Boy, that Kobe's something else, isn't he?
Yeah, quick as a cat. So Robinson.
Like a pinball.
Yeah, so it's going to be Sapien at quarterback. He'll remain the quarterback. He's number 12, so we probably have seen the last of Clayton Roberts tonight. With these big conference games coming up, you need to get the win and get him off the field. Handoff is going to be to the third team running back, number 20. That's Young, Kevin Young Jr.
Tell you, we've called number 99 for them tonight, Emmett Golden, quite a bit. He was in on the tackle there. 6'4", 248 from Brownsville, Tennessee. That's not a short trip to California.
Nope. So we lost one. We did on that play. So 2nd and 11. Sapien overshoots his receiver yet again. Try to get the ball to Grant Brown from Midland Lee, but it harmlessly falls in the tuba section.
Well,
so 3rd and 11.
Bulldog did not connect with the former Rebel.
Nope. Yeah, Sapien was just a little hyped up, I guess, because his passes have been all over the mark.
Comes blitz.
Yeah, he's not going to get away from that one.
There is a flag there.
Yeah, they lost
going to be offsides on their defense. Look right there. That number 99 we were talking about, Emmett Golden, just got a little anxious and got in across the neutral zone before the ball was snapped.
In which case, they'll move it up to the 46-yard line.
Right. Make it 3rd and about 6.
Yep, it was 3rd and 11, so.
There are 2 fouls on the play, both by the defense.
Oh.
Offside, defense. That penalty is declined. Illegal substitution, 12 men on the defense. 5-yard penalty, 3rd down.
Wow. Well, that's either a lack of communication or somebody not paying attention on when they are or when they're not supposed to be on the field for Lincoln there.
3rd and 5, 3rd and 6.
See if they bring a blitz here.
Line
from
to
the
gain's
inside.
going to be the 49, 7.5 or so, 48.5 of Lincoln.
See if they bring some pressure. No, they ran the ball.
Well, they ran the ball to Davis, who ran right into the scrum. It's like nobody blocked for him.
Yep, that's going to be an unsportsmanlike conduct penalty on the way he tackled there and threw him down to the ground. That's going to keep this drive alive for the Falcon offense.
After the play was over, unsportsmanlike conduct, taunting. Defense number 33, 15-yard penalty, automatic 1st down.
That's a bad penalty, Barry. Even if you're getting beat 47-0, you don't want to make those kind of penalties and allow a team to keep kind of hammering you with when they have the football.
And Nick Patterson got caught on that one. So the ball will be placed at the 38-yard line. Falcons will have it 1st and 10.
Pass incomplete.
A little happy feet back there. I like to see him set his feet there and throw that ball right in there. I think he was worried about the pressure coming from the outside on the right end there.
I think you're right. So it's going to be 2nd and 10 after the incompletion. Kevin Young Jr., the only running back there with Sapien.
Good throw and catch there for Sutton to the receiver.
Yep, that one's going to be caught by a different receiver this time, number 83.
This little stop route out here down toward the Falcon sideline, and good catch. Oh, there goes Sutton. Wow, look at there. Yep, little quarterback zone read look there by the Falcons. And Sapien just pulled the ball and got in through the right side between the guard and the tackle. Watch the replay here, folks. He's going to read that in, crashing down. That's the end man on the line of scrimmage. That's what you read on that. And then nobody there. Well, the gap he went through into the touchdown for the Falcons.
Nice run by Sapien of 25 yards. Now the extra point by Roberts to come.
It's good. Wow, 54-0. The Falcons in the lead here with 1:53 left in the third quarter. And the Falcons are just padding the statistics right now.
Yeah, that was a 6-play drive. Didn't take really a whole lot of time off the clock. Just 1:43 is all it took them to go the 58 yards. And Sapien with the longest run for a TD of the night of 25. And the score now is going to be 54-0.
Well, kickoff teams had the opportunity to get some work in on their coverage tonight, haven't they?
They certainly have. So the kick's going to be to the 10-yard line, and a nice return while he's still going.
Yeah, it's a great cut. Clay's right. He's already down, I believe. I think he's down already. Clay's saying the same thing. I think he was already down before UTPB got the ball. Yeah, they got it. Watch here on the replay, come across here toward us after getting away. I don't know, like a pinball there in one of those old pinball machines. This is a great cut right there off his left foot. I think he's already down. I think you're right. And Lincoln will start 1st and 10 from their 30-yard line.
Well, I really didn't know what to expect when I came in tonight.
Well, I don't think we did because we didn't know anything about this team at all. Some of the things we had heard at the luncheon on Monday, you know, Coach talked about how he thought these guys had some talent. They've had some transfers that played at D1 schools at other places and wanted to come here and get a chance to play, and that's what they're doing. And it's been a simple case, Barry, of UT Permian Basin just being a little better, a lot better than Lincoln is right now.
It was a 7-yard gain by Robertson, so it's going to be 2nd and 3 for the Lincoln offense. The Oaklanders against the Falcons. And it's been all Falcons tonight. Of course, I remember the years when we were on the other end of that.
That's right. Yeah, this is a chance for those 2nd, 3rd, 4th teamers for both squads to get on the field and get on film so your coaches can see what you're doing, what you need to work on, how they need to coach you up, get you in a better position. Even at 54-0, there's things to learn from this type of ball game.
So it's going to be 3rd and 2 And the film, if not for your coach, maybe for another coach if you look to transfer.
Right.
So 3rd and 2. Again, I'm going to ask you, run blitz?
Nah, I'm not sure. I think you play base here. Just play your base defense and go ahead and play the play out and see what happens. They didn't bring anybody there. And they still stopped them. They still
stopped them a yard short.
Still did a good job on the left side of that Falcon defense of maintaining gap control and getting off the blocks and making the tackle. And it's going to be 4th and 1. Why wouldn't you go for this here if you're down 54-0? I would. Quarter's going to come down to the end anyway.
It was a Colder Daggett that helped make the tackle that time, and that is the end of the 3rd quarter. Well, it's been all Falcons. We came into the quarter leading 30-0. We leave the 3rd quarter up 54-0, and we'll be back with the final quarter of tonight's game in just a moment.
President Sandra Woodley is joined by Melissa and Wesley Burnett. Melissa and Wesley both received their undergraduate and graduate degrees from UTPB Basin. As proud alumni, they raise the Falcon flag daily for us in the community. Their steadfast commitment has helped their alma mater in many ways, and we are very grateful. We would also like to take this opportunity to congratulate Wesley on his new position at the Hairgo, the new gasoline manufacturing plant coming to Odessa. Wesley will serve as Director, Project and Integration. Please help Dr. Woodley and the faculty and staff at UTPB show our appreciation for all that Melissa and Wesley do for our community. Falcons up. Falcons today, the Falcons big cross-country team won the Lone Star Conference Invitational with Eric Flores winning his 2nd straight race. The Falcons had 3 of the top 4 finishers in the race.
Now we begin the 4th quarter of play up 54-0. And the Falcons probably facing a punt. Well, it's hard to say. It looks like they're not in punt formation.
Yeah,
they're going to go for it.
When do you think our last
Illegal
shot?
Substitution, offense, 12-men in formation. It's a 5-yard penalty, 4th down.
Have we ever had a shutout?
No, we haven't.
Start to say, I don't remember a shutout since we've been doing this. I don't think we've ever held anybody scoreless in a game. It wasn't coming back to me there.
Well, that's
I
because
think we've been on the other end of that, but
yeah, too many times. But we have not put a 0 on the opposition's side of the scoreboard till we hope what holds up for the next 15 minutes.
All right.
And Choa's punt.
Get away from it. Just get away from it. It's where you give your word, whatever you come up with on your punt return special teams. You say some word, you yell it, get everybody to yell it until that's what tells them to get away from it. So something like Peter, or color maybe, or special word.
Or maybe get away from it.
Get away from it, yell. Most of them have a word. Particular word.
Yeah, not several. So they will start, they meaning the Falcons will start now from their 34-yard line?
35. Yep.
35. 1st and 10 for them.
It's a good run off the right side there on 1st down for the running back there, Tilford.
Yeah, going to be 2nd and 4 after that 6-yard pickup. Well, Tilford's got around 70 yards?
Well, let's see. We just got the stats here. Let's see what Tilford has for Permian Basin. 8 carries, net 61 yards.
Okay, 61 plus 6, 70, 67.
Yep.
And what about Davis? 13 for 99, so Davis just a yard away from maybe hitting the 100-yard mark again for 2 games in a row.
Yeah. Goodness. Didn't get much there on the running play off the left side.
And Brown made the tackle, and they're going to be about a yard short at the 44-yard line. They need to touch the 45 for a first.
Quarterback sneak.
Think so?
Tell the way they were lined up, foot to foot, they were going to go straight ahead there with Sapien. And I think they're going to mark it at the 45 and make it a Falcon first down.
Well, if he just touches the stripe, that's all he needs.
Yep.
Did. And that's what he did.
Yep. You could tell they were going to do that the way they were lined up split-wise on the offensive line.
So another set of downs coming up, starting from the 45-yard line. Clock, hopefully, mercifully, will keep ticking away. They want to get back on the bus, get back to the airport, and get back home.
I'd be curious to know if they're flying home tonight, if they're going to go somewhere and spend the night, stay till tomorrow, and fly home on Sunday.
So Sapien hands it off to his running back. That's Tilford. Tilford gets 8 yards out to the 47, 48-yard line of the Oaklanders.
Power play. They just pulled the guard from the right side around to the left. Tilford got in right behind him and got up the field up to the 47, as Barry said. Second and short for the Falcon offense.
At this rate, we're going to have 2 backs over 100, I'll tell you.
Yep.
Well, Tilford didn't get much that time. He needed to get to the stripe, and he got about a yard short.
Their linebacker, number 33, Nick Patterson, did a good job of filling that hole on the right side of their defense or the left side of the Falcon offense. Look how short look how tight they are here, Barry. Nobody moved when the ball was snapped. It's tough to pick up when nobody fires off.
Nope, Sapien didn't get anything.
Taking the ball here.
It'll be 4th and about 1, maybe 2. Might have lost about a half a yard there. See what Coach Kerrigan decides to do here on 4th and about a yard and a half. He's going to punt the ball. Kick it back to him. Yep, play field position. Yep.
So Carson Roberts is, his leg's going to have to be sitting in the whirlpool time this game's over.
They don't have anybody but over there. He is coming off the sideline over there. And that's a good job by Carson. He's just trying to pooch it down there. Oh, it's not going to back up and go on into the end zone. He just tried to pooch that down there and let it hit, let his guys get down there and cover it, and it just took off end over end on that new turf that we've got here at the old ball yard at Ratliff Stadium to go with the new lights on the far side. Should have the new ones here on the home side before next week. Where we have our high school game of the week next week, I believe, is Odessa High and Legacy. If I remember right. And then they have UIL marching out here next week. So they'll have the new lights in play for those 2 big things coming up.
So 1st and 10 for the Oaklanders from the 20-yard line. Quarterback still Robertson.
See if they throw the ball down here, Barry, on 1st down. Let's see, this is number 14.
Delay game. Offense, number 14. 5-yard penalty. First down.
Boy, and I tell you, one thing they got to do, you would think they would talk about it in Lincoln probably tomorrow or Monday whenever they get together for their game plan and discussion about the team, is they got to do a little better job organizationally, making sure people know who's supposed to be on the field at what time. You can do that with numbers. You can do that with colors. There's different ways to do it. First team, second team, you yell it out. This is 13 personnel, 1 back, 3 wide receivers. You can do it that way.
Now pass incomplete.
Yep. Tried to run the little slant there, and the receiver did not slant at all, and it was down at his feet anyway.
And the other thing they need to work on is clock management, because they've got delay of game penalties like 3 or 4 times.
Yeah, they got to get those plays in a little quicker. If you're going to change a play, you got to do it within about the 10-second mark so they can make their calls if they're going to change it, and then snap the ball and run the play. See, right now they're just walking to the line. I think a little bit of that is fatigue. Certainly a lot of that has to do with the scoreboard.
Clay says they've had 11 penalties accepted tonight. It's a high number.
Boy,
Robertson's not going to get away from this onslaught. That's going to be again up there to make the tackle. It's number 34 is Jalen Rocklemore.
He came on a blitz, Barry, all the way from the inside linebacker position all the way around the left side of the formation and got there in a hurry and did a really good job of pressuring the quarterback there and tackling him back at the 13-yard line.
So it's going to be 3rd, and they need to get to the line that gains the 30. So 3rd and 17 is what Lincoln needs for their first down. You know, they tried to dump it off to his running back, and the running back didn't want to have anything to do with it. Tried to drop it off to number 4, Trey Haskins, rather. And he said, I don't want it.
Yeah, that wasn't a very good delivery from the quarterback right there either. He kind of panicked when he saw that rush coming. Who wouldn't with some of those big guys coming at you? I'm not saying I wouldn't or anybody else, but he just kind of flicked that out there hoping it would get to the guy that was open.
I'd be ducking.
Yeah.
So Kobe's standing right around the 50-yard line.
Oh, straight up. Oh, my goodness. He shanked this thing. Going to get some yardage out of it. Looks like about 15. What is that, Clay? 15 yards on the punt. 19 yards on the punt. And they were probably lucky to get that.
That'll ruin your average. Well, let's see if Sapien comes back out to quarterback, if he's settled down a little bit and able to complete a pass. He's just had a tough time.
Yes, he is. He's going to be back out there for it to play quarterback. Freshman 6'3", 225 from Midland High, as you said earlier in the broadcast. Come home to school.
Well, he's going to hand the ball off to Davis. To
20, that's Kevin Young.
This is Young, not Davis. Davis is 22. So it's going to be a good gain, nice healthy gain of down to the 15 for a gain of 17 yards.
Falcons have first down, as you heard the PA announcer say here at the stadium. First and 10 from the 15.
Yep. Took the words right out of my mouth. Brock Johnson, number 89, back there in the backfield with Sapien.
Going to be a handoff here, I think. Yep.
Yep. And again, it's Kevin Young, Jr. He's going to be down to the 10-yard line, so 2nd and 5.
Saw number 65 pull around from the right guard position. Number 65 is Dawson Reynolds, the former Permian Panther, as a redshirt freshman. Pulled around and got a block up inside, and the back followed him right through the hole off the left side of the line.
2nd and 5 from the Lincoln 10-yard line. All run all the time. Sapien still has the ball, and it's going to be close to a first down.
Taking the ball carrier.
It'll be about a yard short. They're going to mark, well, it depends. I thought they were going to mark him at the 6.
Zone read, play action look. I think what he wanted to do was maybe hit that H coming around there. I don't know where he went. I didn't see once he left the line of scrimmage, but Sudden Sapien just did a good job of taking care of the ball and getting what he could around that right side.
He did 5, got 4, so he needs a yard now on 3rd down, 3rd and 1. Young's going to have the first down and just a little bit more than that, maybe to the 3. So Falcons are going to face a 1st and goal from the 3-yard line. Time to punch it in.
Yeah. Keep that clock running. Clock is running at 8:09, or it should be once they get the ball snapped or set in the down box. Set up over there on the far sideline. 1st and goal from the 4. Clock running at 7:55 in the 4th quarter.
Kevin Young's going to be the only back there, but brought Johnson to the H-back there with him. Young's going to carry the ball, and is he going to get in?
Yep, he got pushed.
He got pushed, but I think they're going to call him down at the 1.
And there's a flag at the end of that. We got some unsportsmanlike on somebody over there on the far sideline, or far close to that far sideline, I should say. Something in the scrum, play says. Well, let's see what we got.
The result of the play was the run down at the 1-yard line. However, after the play, unsportsmanlike conduct, defense number 23. Half the distance to the goal, automatic first down.
Oh, my.
So we're going to mark him at the half-yard line. First and goal from the half-yard line. So let's see. Looks like Kevin Young's going to be the choice for the touchdown. See if it comes to fruition.
Or
quarterback is Sapien, who might keep it.
Yep.
Kevin Young scores his first one of the season from a half a yard out. The Falcons are back on the board and looking to break the 61-point barrier. They're now at 60-0 with the extra point from Roberts to come.
Yeah, they did a good job on the left side of that line, just blowing people off, getting a lane for the back to run through, and that's what he did for his first touchdown, as you said, of the year. That's an exciting time for that young man.
Roberts on to try the extra point.
Might get to see the replay here after the kick, Barry. See what that line did off the left side there. Carson Roberts gets a. Well, he's been busy tonight.
Been busy and been perfect.
Yes, he has. Yep. Let's see the replay here. There it is. Thank you, Debbie. Watch. He's just gonna get right in behind Dawson Reynolds. Reynolds pulled from the right side across to the left. You don't see a lot of pulling linemen down inside the goal line area or around the 1 or 2 yard line. It's tough to do when you got 5, 6, 7 players on goal line defense. But Dawson, they showed him a little different look. Dawson pulled around, and the back just went in right behind him there into the end zone for the 60th point, and Carson Roberts has tacked on 61.
7 plays, 32 yards, 2 minutes and 54 seconds, ending with that half-yard run for the TD.
Tell you, old Hayden DeCostas has he's been busy tonight doing this little activity here for the Falcons. Where he talked about how they've been busy tonight working on their kickoff coverage.
Yeah, there's still things you can work on even with a game like this.
That's right. Ooh.
In case you're wondering, the most points that the Falcons have scored was 70 versus Texas A&M Kingsville in 2019. The most points margin of victory, though, was 56, and so we're ahead of that. Same team, Kingsville. Some record-setting stuff tonight. Not a lot of stuff you'll be happy about, but
As you said, from both teams' standpoint here, there are still things you can learn and try to get better on from this point of the game with 6:59 left in the ball game.
The Oaklanders will start from their 25-yard line. Robertson's been the man under center for a while now, with Rios apparently getting hurt. And he's going to be back in at quarterback. 1st and 10 from the 25.
Oh, my goodness.
Bounced around for a pick six.
Yes, it did. Went off. Watch the replay here. They just went to throw the ball, went off, I think, one of their linemen's hands. And the heads, here it is right here. Watch. From the north end zone, it's going to go off, actually off a UTPB guy's hands. The same guy hit it as who caught it. That's number 30 for the Falcons, Dorian Anderson. And he just caught the ball and went right on in for the Falcon touchdown.
Yeah, there's an easy way to get 6.
The coaches have even made it down here to the sideline. I see the defensive coordinator down here on the sideline for the Falcons. Already made their way down from the press box.
And after the extra point, the score is now going to be 67 or 68. 68-0 Falcons. Then it started out with a kick return for a TD by UTPB, and the onslaught just continues.
It sure does, and the Falcon defense gets another set of points there off the turnover. Interception, that's something that I'm sure they'll have a little fun with maybe during films tomorrow morning, whenever they choose to meet, tomorrow afternoon, whenever it is. And I'll have a little fun with that.
Yeah.
On that play.
Well, you don't get many of those chances.
You really don't.
This broadcast brought to you by Sewell Ford, the Sewell family. Been selling cars, trucks, and SUVs in Texas for more than 100 years. Well, maybe not SUVs. That's been a recent thing since 1911. Next time you're looking for a car, truck, or SUV, look to Sewell Ford, Highway 191 between Odessa and Midland. At least give them a shot to give you a good financing deal. And they carry a huge inventory. Let me check my note. What did it say? They feature a massive selection of vehicles.
Just drive by the place. There's nothing but cars.
Including the very popular F-150 America's truck.
Yep.
And so the kickoff's going to be down to the 4-yard line. Going to be returned out to the 15, and he fumbled the ball.
And I think UTPB's got the ball. Yep, I believe it's a UTPB football. My goodness.
And Marquez Burns comes up with a fumble recovery.
Wow. There it is coming out right there on the replay. I think somebody tried to scoop this up and go score instead of just falling on it. See it? Yep. 23 thought he was going to get up and run with it. And he still fell on it. Yeah, Clay's right. Still fell on it after it came out there. And Falcons have the football, 1st and 10 from the Oaklander 15-yard line. But this is going to be a run play, Barry. You want to bet me?
Nope.
There it goes, right up the middle. And he's still going. I'm trying to strip that ball there at the end.
Tilford the ball carrier.
Tilford the carrier.
Tackle made by Emmett Good. Gain of 3, 2nd and 7.
Gain 3, so 2nd and 7 for the Falcons as they motor inside the 15-yard line once again. They pretty well have dominated this game. Offense, defense, special teams, you name it. Sutton Sapien, the quarterback. I think that's Tilford in the backfield with him.
Oh, that's a good play there by the Lincoln
we call his name a lot. That's White, Deion White.
We've kind of commented in between some of our breaks tonight that this Lincoln University defense has got some athletes on it. You can tell they play hard, they run hard to the ball. They just sometimes get themselves out of position. And the Falcon offense has done a good job of executing on a lot of plays. Here's 3rd and about 8. See what they dial up here. I still think this will be a run.
I think Sapien may keep it and run it himself.
Zone read. Yep. No, he handed it off.
It'll be down to the 11's going to be well short of what they need.
Did a basic run there out of their shotgun formation. And
well, the score like it is, you go for it, force them to stop you on 4th down. Do you kick it? I mean, if you kick it, they're saying, hey, you're piling on us.
Yeah, I've been on the other end of that. I was coaching Barry on that 68-0 type of deal, and you just hope that they don't run it up on you. I'm sure that's what Lincoln's doing here. They want to, they want to try to stop them and get the ball back. If you kick a field goal, I think you are trying to show them up a little bit.
So it's going to be 4th and 5. Need to get to the 5-yard line for a 1st down.
He's going to get to the 5.
He's going to get to the 4, so he does have the 1st down.
Yep.
Falcons have scored 70 in a game. Right now they have 68. And if they put this thing in the end zone, it's going to be for 75 points. That'll help your season average.
Yeah.
So 1st and goal from the 4-yard line.
Trying to get the play from the sideline down here, and they're taking as much time off that play and game clock as they can. Just got the call from Coach Kerrigan down here.
Down to 4 minutes. Tilford's going to be the lone running back behind Sudden Sapien. And Tilford's going to waltz into the end zone for the score from 4 yards out.
Yep. Good job blocking off that left side of the line for the Falcons. And as you said, Tilford, all he had to do was just find that gap, that crease on the left side. And was that guy used to sing, tiptoed right into the
tulips.
To the tulips, or in this case, the end zone for another Falcon touchdown.
And Roberts again on to try if his leg holds up.
Ooh. Is that
Stacasas?
Stacasas, yeah. What we got? Offside here, I think, maybe. I bet this is offsides on or non-sportsmanlike. Yeah. 2 penalty markers on play.
There are 2 fouls, both on the defense. Offside, defense number 22. Running into the kicker, defense number 35. Both penalties are declined. The result of the play is a successful try.
How would you decline that? You could take it on the kickoff if you wanted. Those offsides on that too, so I think Coach Kerrigan probably just say, nah, just decline it, kick it from the regular spot, and let's keep playing here with 3:33 left in the contest.
Yep, so this will be the most points ever scored by the Falcons. It'll also be the largest margin of victory by the Falcons. How many first downs do we have, guys?
Us?
Yeah. 18, okay. So, yeah, it's been a Falcon night for sure. Falcons up, as they say. 75-0. Well, I don't know what I expected when we got here tonight, fellows, but I didn't expect that.
No, I don't think we expected a 75-0 blowout right now.
Nope. I thought it would be, oh, man, look at that. Look at that tackle inside the 10-yard line.
That guy's going east and west. He's heading toward Midland. Oh, we've got a few more little extracurriculars here at about the 22 or 3-yard line.
I think the frustration is finally boiled over.
Yep.
So turn the heat down.
We sure didn't expect 75-0.
I didn't.
Thought it might be I figured they'd score a little bit, but our Falcon defense has done a good job tonight of keeping them in check. You know, what was it at the half? They only had 4 first downs going into halftime.
Well, I was thinking what I expected when I came into the ballpark tonight, and I was thinking 40.
After the play was over, unsportsmanlike conduct, fighting. Receiving team number 15. He has been ejected from the remainder of the contest. Half the distance to the goal from the end of the run. First down, Lincoln.
That's tough. We got him down with 5 first downs total for the game.
Yeah, I was expecting maybe a score of 42-14 maybe. Was not expecting a 75 zip.
Nope. Now, if you're Lincoln University, you're talking to your kids about playing with composure right now. A little tough to do when you're getting beat 75-0. I understand that, but you don't want to get somebody else ejected or get somebody hurt. The referee was talking to the coach over there about what they saw, how they called what they did.
Yeah, now we're going to start this drive from the 4-yard line with 3:24 to play in the game. Of course, we have been on the other side of the scores that were lopsided. They hadn't been fun, I can tell you. It's tough to broadcast a game, much less play in one. Out to the 11 they will go, so it's going to be second. After a gain of 6, 2nd and 4.
Try being the coach.
Yeah. Trying to gather your guys up in the locker room after this is over and say, okay, guys, you know, we're going to live to fight another day. Of course, this is the first year the program has been up.
The sun's going to come up in the morning over there in the eastern horizon, and it's a new day and a new opportunity, and that's what you'll tell your kids. We've got another opportunity to play our next opponent. We've got to get ready to do that, whether it's next Friday or Saturday or Thursday night, whenever it is.
And off inside to the running back's going to be close to the first down. I think that extra dive is what got it for him to the 15.
Yeah, Larry said the space station's going to make another orbit. It'll come back around.
All 3 of you guys saw it, didn't you?
Yes, we did.
I didn't.
Yep.
Was it moving pretty quick?
Moving about 17,000 miles an hour.
I can't even fathom.
5 miles a second.
So how long would that take to get from New York to L.A.?
Not too doggone long.
Yeah. I'm not that good at math. So Robertson's going to keep it.
I'm not either.
Going to be run out of bounds after a gain of a couple to the 17. And unfortunately, we'll stop the clock at 2 minutes. 1:53 actually.
Keep him in bounds, boys. Make them use their timeout, or they don't have any timeouts to do that.
No, they used them all in the first minute.
Yep, on the 3rd quarter.
Whatever play you call, make it a running play. And keep it in between the navigational beacons.
Yep. Keep them in bounds. Make that clock run.
Yep, right up the middle, he will go. Meets a few guys that hadn't been on this field much tonight. Going to be up to the 23-yard line. And that was a navigational beacon thing. Yeah. That was an Alan Jackson quote about Jimmy Buffett.
Huh. Just look at their body language. Kind of says it all, Barry. They're beat up mentally and physically. Larry's right.
What's that?
They're beat up mentally and physically right now.
Down to 1:15 to play in the ball game. The ending of which can't come soon enough. A lot of record setters tonight. Most points ever scored. Biggest scoring margin ever. Every time he runs it out of bounds, but this time they get him at the 29-yard line.
They're going to stop the clock long enough to put those chains where they need to go.
Yep, first down and 10. 44 seconds. Now Larry, when Larry and his wife, he's retired, they have a fifth-wheel trailer, and they go out and they're traveling the country. And
got to see the Field of Dreams.
Yep, a couple of weeks ago, they got to see the Field of Dreams in Iowa. He said that was a special moment. For those of you that don't know, that's from the movie. Well, they filmed the movie Field of Dreams, and then they had a Major League game there earlier this year. Robertson's going to be pushed out of bounds. He can go out of bounds whether you want him to or not. And we're down to 11 seconds after that gain of about 20. This just might be the final play of the game.
Maybe. Now, the Falcons can certainly have some momentum as they get ready to prepare for the Rams next week.
Tonight's game is a Transglobal production of the Game of the Week presented by Sewell Ford. Produced and directed by Bob Bailey. Replay directors Debbie Bailey, Brandon Chance, Jason Barrage, Hagan Barrage, Jesse Whittington. Those are a lot of our camera guys. Robert Carrillo.
Oh. Got crunched to end the ball game.
And I'm drawing a blank on the other grip's name. But our final score is 75 for the Falcons, and unfortunately nothing for Lincoln University of Oakland, California. Another scrum going on down there on the field. Hopefully they can put a stop to it pretty quickly.
That tackle was made by number 95, Jeremiah Abrego, a freshman linebacker, 6'3", 200 from Greenville, Texas.
Thank you for being with us. Our final score, University of Texas, the Permian Basin 75, Lincoln University of California, nothing. Thanks for being with us, and we'll see you again as we live to fight another day.